the weather may be miserable, but what a beautiful day for football nonetheless. Gentlemen, things you love to see, just tweaking and changing everything. We should be good, everything should be working. So, what's happening? What's good? It's fucking final time, baby, and what a final it is. We do love a good old-fashioned Glasgow derby. We do love hammering our rivals. Hopefully that's what happens today. We kind of, have the best of intentions. We only want to absolutely decimate them. That would be fantastic. But Rangers come into this in good form. There's a pretty interesting kind of power play struggle going on right now. Celtic have had a little bit of dip in their form, it's fair to say, but we've still been picking up points and wins regardless. So when you look at it like that, we have a little bit more momentum, let's say. But Rangers have found their feet, especially in the last few games. So you have to kind of take that into consideration. How you's all day. No, it's nice to see some boys in the LA as always. How you doing, Luca? How you doing, Flash? Nice to see you as well, my guy. Likewise with you, Virtual. Hope you're doing well today as well, man. Love to see it. How you's all day? Nice to see you as well, guys. We would always expect you to be in here, especially for a kind of old firm final. Nice to see you, man. Likewise with you, Gene. Nice to see you as well. Love. Hope you're well. Everybody here. I'm Lizzie. We've got basically all the OGs. I do apologise if you can hear that. It is very windy on the hill that I am stuck on, unfortunately. It's pretty bad in terms of weather all across the joint. It's not as if we're going into this game and it's a sunny, beautiful day. It's a miserable kind of mid-December, it's mid-December. The fuck are you weeks with? You know what I mean? God hates us. This country does not get many, does not get many days where the sun is shining and everything is vibing. But nonetheless, we move, you know what I mean? I think this is going to be an interesting one for sure, one way or another. I think this game's going to kind of come down to basic fundamentals. Rangers have a lot of form. God can seriously fuck off now, man, because literally that has gotten worse the second I go live, essentially. I can actively see my curtains blowing out, man. It is one of those days, a classic Scottish day. How you doing, man? Nice to see you, Stephen. Hope you're well. I'm doing alright, relatively good, pretty chill for the most part. I mean, a lot of drama over the last week or so in terms of health and personal matters. I'm not going to touch on them here because, no offence or anything, I don't know you that personally, but a lot of shit has gone on. But it's an old form final. In my head, I just want this to be a good game. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if it's like boring for the most part, as long as we win. You know what I mean? But I don't want to see us do what we did against Zagreb. We do that shit and Rangers deserve to win. That's all I'm saying right now, because that was quite piss poor. We need a bit of a bounce back performance, and that would be the best time to do so. Now we're going to quickly switch over to these little things here because I think, yeah, there we go, that's everything loaded. Apologies for that. But if you want a little look at the lineups and preemptive, ganders and all that good jazz, and Gels ain't starting. That's probably one of the first keynotes. Johnston has maintained his spot in the lineup, which is always quite nice for us as well. Of course, can't complain at that in any slight aspect whatsoever. I like the fact that the midfield's pretty much what I was hoping to see. The only difference is that maybe I would have started Bernardo on the left, maybe McCowan out on the right, but you can make the case. Like I said, any midfield three would make sense for this one. I think Rio and Bernardo have more experience than all the other midfielders that we've kind of brought in. Rio and Bernardo were doing it last season for us, so it doesn't make too much disillusionary sense for Rodgers to go with that midfield three. I think it's a good one. I like the fact that the front three's stable. They're doing exactly what they need to do. Kun, Furashi, Maeda, the kind of strongest three you can have, which is more than fine. I'm chuffed with that. I think it's exactly what we kind of needed to see. So I'm pleased. I can't really complain about that in the slightest. Now for Rangers, they come into this with a pretty interesting one. How fucking... I swear to God, man. Cannot believe that's how I genuinely hate living in hills like this. But Rangers lineup, let's get into them because they've had a pretty interesting week, let's say. I mean, obviously they had Postecoglou's return to Ibrox, which was quite interesting, and obviously they got that draw in that game. And to be fair, for those that watched it, they were good. Rangers were very good against Tottenham. You can't take anything away from the way they played. They should have arguably won the game. But thankfully a wee Swedish guy decides to score against them at Ibrox. We've heard that story before. Manages to salvage something. And, I guess you kind of look at it like that. But their team is strong. They've got some definitely good players that are coming into their form. It might have taken them an extra month or two than originally, previously planned. But they do have some relatively decent players on that pitch. And I think the main one is their man up front. I think he's been the one that a lot of people are talking about. He's Yamani. He's a very solid player. But they do have players all across the pot that can cause damage. Some of the ones that we know from previous Old Firms and plenty of them. Butland, very solid goalkeeper when he's on form. Tavernier, obviously, despite having a bit of a slope as a captain for Rangers in the last kind of 6-7 months or so, still a solid man that can hit a hell of a free kick. You have to pretty respectable as well. I'm kind of more consistent with the back two. I don't think Proper and Ball are going to be too much of a problem. I think it's more or less about how that midfield deal with their team, and I think that midfield is pretty good for Rangers. I think Raskin's been pretty solid for them this season. I can't speak to it. I haven't really, sat and watched a lot of Rangers games, I'll be honest. Only really kind of highlights if you want me to be fully real. But from the little bits I did see, they've got a lot of good attacking momentum. Maybe they're not just the greatest when it comes to finishing their chances. Celtic have had similar games this season, but we've also shown that we can have 6 shots and score 4 goals. So it's a version of Celtic that if we get what we did against Zagreb, it's going to be fucking awful to watch. But if we get the version that we got against Leipzig, then this game is open. It really could go either way, but I'm kind of in the camp that right now, I think it's going to end 3-1. I hope that it ends 3-1. That would be kind of the way that I'd... Yeah, nothing else to really add, you know what I mean? I think 3-1's respectable, you know what I mean? How you doing, Joseph? It's a game on YouTube. I don't know why it would be. They wouldn't make money off of it, so absolutely not, I wouldn't imagine. We have to be on top. Last few performances from Rangers has to be a wake-up call for us. Absolutely, Alan. I mean, it's one of those where we kind of have to get into the game a little bit, take 10-15 minutes. We know the drill, right? Rangers will start the game relatively fast. They've got a point to prove. Obviously, this year they have not had the greatest success rate when it comes to playing their cross-city rivals. So when you look at it like that, it's fair. Hold on, I'm going to shut that window and see if it makes it worse or better, because it's actually pissing me off. I can hear it. Calm down as soon as I stand up. I'll have close this. It starts whistling. So either way, I'll suffer. Fuck this country and its weather sometimes, man. It's absolutely amazing. Nonetheless, though, football. And I like football. So, how you doing, Growtails? Nice to see you, man. The thought of winning them is horrendous, I know. But like I said, Rangers they have a little bit of momentum on their side. They can certainly cause some surprises, absolutely. 100%. It's undoubtable that they're kind of going to do what's necessary to cause as many problems for Celtic in this game as possible, because if you're asking a Rangers fan from their perspective, the pressure's on Celtic. Celtic are the ones that are obviously favourites to win this game, but the counterpoint is that Rangers are defending champions, and the last thing you really want to do is give that up again to your fiercest rivals. So if you're looking at it on paper, there's definitely a lot of things at stake for both clubs. Obviously the fact that it's just a classic derby match as well, you know what I mean? No team wants to lose that one regardless, so you have to look at it like that. Just going to take this out because it's pissing me off. Anytime I move to the left, it just keeps fucking nagging at the back of my hood, so that can piss off too. Oh. Now he's all thinking, what are you thinking in terms of predictions? Because it's definitely up in the air, 100%. There's some pretty interesting things that could be at play. Unfortunately, God fucking hates me right now. I swear to God, man, if I die right now, I'm going up to heaven and I'm kicking that cunt square in the head. Bearing for doing this, man. Didn't do this until about 20 minutes before I started fucking preparing for the stream. Then all of a sudden, God's angry at the world and has to win. I mean, I sit there and blame him, but realistically, it's the cunt that installed the window, man. Whatever apprentice did that needs punched. How you doing, Jeff? Nice to see you, man. Hope you scalp this lot. I mean, it's certainly open to interpretation. I think it's going to be very, very good. No matter what way you kind of put it. So, I mean, I like it. I like the way that we've lined up. It's about what you would expect. Obviously, Taylor being picked over Valle makes sense. I don't think there's too much to really argue with that one. I think Bernardo starting over in Gels is pretty good for the physical battle, because what you would imagine with the midfield three is that Diamonde and Bernardo are going to match up against each other, and Atati and Raskin are going to match up against each other. It's going to be the more physical battle and then the more technical battle on either side, and then you've got the kind of anchor players, so you basically Barami for Rangers, then you've got McGregor for Celtic, you know what I mean? So you kind of have to look at it like that. It's definitely interesting. And bench options, there's very strong options for both teams as well. I mean, I don't think Rangers will pick too many of them, but you've got some notable ones. Yilmaz definitely is there. McCausland, 100% someone they can use. Dion Sterling's been solid for them at times as well. Danilo, you can make your cases, but for Celtic, every one of those players can come on and do some damage. Scales is obviously a fantastic defender that's popped up with some pretty good headers, and look at that fucking crowd, oh my god. Well, Rangers come out with their eyes on the prize, Tifo. They're going to need to basically do that. 4-1, you're thinking, damn respectable, can't fault it in the slightest. But yeah, 100% a game that's up in there. So let me read out the lineups because we're about to get underway relatively soon. So, for Celtic, their lineup is as follows. Is Schmeichel starting in between the sticks. Of course, Greg Taylor and Johnston hold their usual positions on either side of that that kind of midfield centre-back pairing that's always going to be pretty strong. Carter Vickers and Trusty, you can hope that they have a solid game today. Bernardo and Atati starts, so no Angels, no McCowan, but I like the fact that we've gone with those two. Pretty respectable if you ask me. The skipper starts in between them, as you would expect. The front three is pretty much as strong as you could hope for as well. Cannot complain about it in any shape or capacity. Kuhn starts on the right, who's been arguably our best player this season. Maeda starts on the left, who's been probably our most consistent, and Furuhashi starts in between them both. Hopefully he's able to find his form, because he has struggled a little bit. It'd be nice to see him get a goal, and he does love a goal at Hampden, so that's what I'm hoping. For Rangers, their team is as follows. Butland starts in between the sticks. They've got Yefte and Tavernier starting either side, with Proper and Balogun playing as our centre-back pairings. Ruskin and Diamonde hold their kind of midfield too, but expect them to kind of step in and do what's necessary, and especially Bayrami, who's playing as our central attack midfielder, to step in whenever it's necessary, just to tighten up those midfield lanes. Hadji starts on the left and Cherny starts on the right, and of course Djamani starts up front. Hopefully he cannot continue that form. Hopefully he fucks off and just has a really bad game, but his form says it, he can do some damage, so it's going to be interesting for sure. Nice to see you, David. Hope you're well as well, fella. Hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. Hope everyone's vibing and enjoying themselves. I suppose that's fair, Virtual. I suppose that's fair. Valid, man. How you doing, Schned? Nice to see you, man. I'm doing alright. I'm doing relatively okay. Kind of slow, stressful week, but we're vibing. It's time for a final. I mean, as always, is whenever we fucking play against each other, especially at Hampden. Fog. In lots of fog. The weather ain't in particularly prime condition, as you would expect. It seems to always be the case, but man, I am looking forward to this. I am absolutely looking forward to this, man. This is going to be one hell of a game. Rangers have a lot to prove. Celtic certainly want to continue that dominance that has served them well for so much of this season so far, and hopefully we just get the best out of both sides. Have a good classic final, man. That's all I'm really asking for. Yeah, I mean, it feels like they're going to delay it by at least an extra minute or so. Just to make sure that people can actually see what the fuck is going on in the field. I think it's more so for the fourth officials and stuff on the sidelines. 3-0 to us. That's a good prediction, Caden. I think it's going to end 3-1, 3-2, somewhere in that bracket. I think Rangers definitely have goals in them today. It's just about if Celtic want to wake the fuck up and decide to score themselves. 3-1's yeah, pretty much the same ballpark I'm in. Look up. Really smoky as fuck. I know it's like an old bar for the 60s or an aeroplane in the 70s, you know what I mean? Just pure, you know. If you had like an old vintage camera, you could probably get the blue fog, the wee blue haze, you know? It's amazing. But that's a really cool shot, like the top of Hampden, and you see the smoke pure like billowing out of it, man. That is beautiful. There's a slight delay when we deal with things. Beating officiants, you know, you need to see. Have faith. Have faith. VAR is working and in full effect this game, so at the very least, they'll have to like try and justify their shit at the end of month review. So no matter what happens, we just take it as it comes. Celtic have a lot of things that they can do themselves today. Rangers come into this game on relatively good form. This should be a match where you see the best out of both teams when it comes to the passion. Maybe not the best performance you'll see from them all season, but you'll definitely see the fights there, and that's what I'm hoping for anyway, because both teams look fired up, they look ready to go. Both of them look like they're about to start swinging at each other at a moment's notice, but obviously fog. Imagine that. Oh. Sorry if that music's a wee bit loud, I'll just tweak that down now. Usually I kind of knock it all the way down, pretty much. So So it's way less irritating before the actual kick-off. I'll just might as well mute it actually. There you go, gentlemen. There you go indeed. 5-0 to us, fantastic. We would love to see it. Well, hopefully we're about to get underway. Looks like Rangers are going to be the ones to tee us off, and they have. Final is on. We can refresh this, and hopefully everything's up and running. If not, Google will take an extra minute or two to just kind of catch up and let it do its thing. But we are officially underway and immediately looking to go forward. This is an interesting pass in behind, cut out comfortably enough to begin with. Sent forward, and immediately, yep, it's straight up 50-50 battles all across the park. Ball is not staying in anyone's possession for too long, but it's well dealt with. Gets out to the left. And that's a good block for Bernardo as well, just kind of forces him to funnel out, try to step into the left and get past. That's a lovely ball over, but Tierney swings at it, and that's the first kind of half chance. Rangers just testing how solid the back line for Celtic is early on, but nothing too bad to begin with. Hopefully we got this up and running now. There we go, Google has got its shit together. Fantastic. Get it, would you get it? Yes, the cult sayings put in. Did you put a bet on for this one, Stephen? I'm actually kind of curious. 2-0 Celtic, good prediction. James cannot fault that one at all. 5-0 Fishnet, though, I love that. Well, let's see where this corner kick decides to go. Angie's going to try and force the issue a wee bit. Potential looper over the top of everyone else. 3-1, good prediction to go with, my guy. Let's see where this goes. Haji doesn't really put too much dip on it. She kind of cleared the way at the first hurdle. Johnston temporarily steps out to Markham. Good hustling for Celtic. Maeda wins the ball, tries to win the foul and gets it. I'm going to be honest, didn't feel like it was a foul, but again, the referee will be a wee bit jittery to begin with. That's kind of natural, I suppose, but hopefully that's not a thing that happens over the consistent course of the game. Carl Vickers. Good step and a lovely pass out towards the right hand side. The approach is decent, but maybe not the kind of lane that they're taking. I don't mind that too much. Simple enough, that's good actually, but again, Rangers are just holding the line. So Celtic are forced back, just passing it around the now. McGregor back. Simple enough. I wouldn't jinx it, Brian. That's probably the one thing I would say. You know, Murphy's Law, anything that can happen will happen. But the simple thing is just don't let them get into the box and fall over, because they'll be trying to do the same thing. Let's hope it's a fair showing, I know, fingers crossed. Sent forward by Carter Vickers, not really going to go to anyone. Just headed up in the end. The Celtic are claiming handball and the referees just waves play on. Celtic do win the ball back off the bounce up. It's out towards Kuhn on the right hand side. Good feet for him. Gets taken down there, but I think it was a fair enough challenge. I wouldn't really be able to tell you. There's a few bodies blocking it. That's definitely a foul, has to be, but the referee waves play on again. That's a good cut out for Diamonde. Very well timed step in. And now Raskin's on the break through the midfield. There's a bit of a chase down. Maeda's got there to kind of force the pass out early. Tierney has it. There's a very limited supply line and Maeda steals it back. Fantastic work for the Japanese when he's looking for his other one on the kind of counter-attack quickly. He's got it on the edge of the box, takes his man on. Getting hustled, but still has it. Good feet and good strength. He's got more than enough bodies around him to kind of force the issue. Rangers try their best. Tavernier steps in. Good challenge. Brilliant for Taylor. Manages to force the issue. Still has it. Gets decked over by Tavernier in the end and we win the throw in. That's a wee bit better for us. We try to at least hold the ball up there. Something to be positive about. 94 to make it 28 1.5. Jesus, imagine. Nah, Gaz is one of the good ones. Don't shut him, Gaz. He's my boy. There you go. There's like it always happens. It's like the Celtic bingo card in every game. It cuts to Rodgers standing with his arm crossed, so always staring to that very like, every time. Clement just looks concerned. His eyebrows are. So how the fuck did I get into this final? I bluffed this. Ball sent forward, that's a lovely ball in behind, could force the issue. Rangers might actually have a big chance here, takes a bounce out and it's kind of palmed away by Schmeichel. I think they were hoping it was offside, but the referee keeps his flag down. Quick throw in behind, could have been potentially damaging there, holds it up well enough. There we go, not too bad, that's alright. Very much true. I mean, see if you're thinking about it, if like from like a Celtic perspective, we know that most of our issues we cause for ourselves. Like it's usually a defensive missed pass, it's usually something along the lines of us just not being cohesive enough, like we give chances away. But the kind of counterpoint is that we make chances too. That should be a foul on Cooney. He was tripped up from behind there, I think the referee's given it. Very physical battles. There is not a lot of leeway whatsoever. As soon as someone gets a hold of the ball, there's 2 or 3 bodies in behind trying to force the issue immediately. Which is actually quite good to see. You know, cannot fault it in the slightest. That's a good exchange pass, good for Taylor, just holds it back for Trusty. Rolled across for Carter Vickers, simple enough, he just has to keep it stable. Nothing too bad so far. Good ball in behind and Rio has his breakaway, but his step in was fucking stupid. Why would you do that there, you dumbass? Well, there you go, you've lost the ball and given them a chance to counter attack, but Trusty's there to step in again. Although I think there was maybe an offside or something as well, I'm honestly not too sure. Oh, it's a foul for Rangers. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I don't even really know what it was for. Maybe there was a pull on the shot off the camera that I didn't see, but nonetheless. Good header up. Well dealt with by Celtic. It's a lovely ball for Taylor as well, actually. He seems to be into this game early on. There's a bit more bite about Taylor than usual. It's nice to see early doors. Passed out for Bernardo. Johnston has it. Takes a drive inside. Good run as well. Kuhn has it on the wing now. Lovely touch inside. He just, again, we're forcing Rangers to move. But Rangers seem more than happy to press as well. Stepped in. Lovely feet. Bernardo has it. Should just pick the easy pass here and does. We're getting further into their territory, but Rangers are marking very steadfast, not allowing any space to be opened. Good for both sides. That's decent for Trusty, steps in. Taylor just about. Kind of has to step back there. Rio will engage the chase down. Maeda's there to cause some problems, and he has done well to do it. He gets into the box, but it's a lovely challenge as well. But Celtic are still hustling and hassling. And apparently it's a foul for Rangers again. For what? They just did the exact same thing to Maeda. Like, Maeda wins the ball, gets in behind, Balogun then like takes him out to get the ball back. I mean, he wins the ball. It's nothing, like, it's not a, like, but we do the exact same thing and then it's a foul on them. Interesting. Butlin's going to send this one swinging at the very least. You need to let some kind of plays kind of run out beaten. Wouldn't be ideal otherwise. Pop up. Should be a foul for Celtic there. There was a pull on the back, but the referee once again plays advantage for Rangers. Don't start this shit, man. I had to deal with this against Zagreb for like 90 minutes, man. I don't need to do this back to back. Carter Vickers. There's no harm in it at all. Snap, you're more than fine. Well, if you watch the game against Spurs, Brian, they kind of grew into the game as it went on. They actually got better, even though they went like 1-1 in the second half. You know, like I know they conceded afterwards, but it's hard to argue that they were a fantastic side, at least on that particular day. But it's a bit of a chase down there. Good run and hustle for Kyogo, nearly catches Butland out guard, and at the very least we get the ball back because he has to panic clear it. Lovely cut back touch for Taylor. Liking what I'm seeing for him so far. Lovely ball into Johnston. He'll just roll it back to Carter Vickers though, and in turn he'll find Schmeichel. Although we've kind of misshapen our defence a little bit, so we need to move the ball a bit faster. Rangers are engaging a press of their own. That was a slightly dangerous and risky ball that Schmeichel played out, but just about paid off. Carter Vickers has it in the end. Trusty again. Rangers start to kind of collapse the line a wee bit because they know that Celtic are going to try and break at some point. Good tactical battle in the early stages of this one. Neither team wants to really give an inch. Carter Vickers rolls it out. Lovely chance for a run down this side. Kuhn's going to take it as far as he can. Hadji will go back to track him. Gets past Hadji. Gets inside the box. It's a well step in for Yefty though. And then Ajimani goes down. I mean, sure, it was a foul, but that reaction's a bit... Did he land weird? He's kind of holding his ribs. I don't know if he just landed weird or something, but I can't honestly say that's... Yeah, it's not a foul. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, it seems to be a thing. He either landed really weird and cracked a rib or some shit, or he's just diving. Because I don't even think he got necessarily touched. I mean, he's on his feet. I think they get a foul for basically nothing there, I'll be honest. I mean, it's Ajimani that puts his arm out onto Carter Vickers. It's not... Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Interesting. Fair enough, it is what it is. Maybe the referee's seen something different for the angle that he was standing at. Rangers will play it from that foul, go back towards the defensive end, and straight away they'll look for simple passes. Yefty back to Butland. Simple enough, they'll just look for any intrinsic balls out, but Balogun's nearly put on some pressure there. Rio's on a step out, good pressure, forces Butland to clear it, and I think that should give Celtic a solid chance to retain the ball. There's a chase down between Johnston and Ajimani. And he's been taken down, and that will be a foul. The referee is very soft for both teams so far, you have to fucking say, man. I don't like this stop-stop push. Like, it's a slight nudge on the back, and Johnston goes down a bit too easy for how physical we know the guy to be. Both teams just try to kill any momentum that the other side slightly kind of gathers. You know what I mean? I was hoping for a bit of a... I mean, we knew it would be passionate, but not passionate in the sense of falling for each other. You know what I mean? Quite literally. Trust it. Lovely step inside, cut back, and Rio just takes the safe option back to Schmeichel. He's getting more touches of the ball than he would probably like to admit right now. Hope yous are all having an absolutely lovely time though. I mean, no, regardless if you're a Celtic or Rangers supporter, most of these in here will be Celtic supporters, and we love to see that. But if you're a Rangers fan, appreciate you for joining us on this stream at the very least. I know in case yous are watching, it just is just to see me rage if we concede. I think I'm a bit too unwell for that, I'll be honest. You're on a tatty watch, makes sense. How you doing, Megan? Nice to see you, man. Watching the game at your parents' house, oh god. So you missed the stream, hope yous are well though. That's more than fine, man. You don't want to miss a game, 100%. You've got the right thing. I hope it's enjoyable. Say hi to your parents for me, man. How you doing, Robbie? Nice to see you, fella. And David as well, nice to see you, lads. That's a good cut back. It's opened up some routes here. Rangers are a bit narrowed, so maybe we'll take advantage of that. Step inside for Maeda, still has it, but we're not really trying to do much with that. Taylor must have confused some form of communication error there. Because now Rangers have a bit of a potential break. Carter Vickers and steps across it. Right, that clearly came off a Rangers player, and it's they're starting their shit. It seems to be the thing. Oh god. Hopefully this isn't going to be how it goes. You enjoy as well, Megan. Pop in a half time or at full time if you fancy a chat. We've absolutely got this, James. That's the way I'm looking at it. Cement forward. Comfortable enough takedown. There's a bit of pressure on that overlap, and it's a wee bit unlucky there for Rangers. It was a decent attempt to get the ball in behind. Now Celtic try and do the same thing, and that is a much better execution of it. Kuhn's got past his man! Gets into the box! Shoot the fucking thing! Rio! He's straight into the fucking goalkeeper! We're doing what we did against Zagreb. You had about 10 minutes to pick a fucking spot, man! Why'd you try and dilly-dally past him, you fucking idiot? Golden opportunity squandered. We're basically doing what we did against Zagreb. That's fucking stupid. Why would you take the extra touch here, man?
Some of your best goals this season has came from taking one step inside and curling it around. And that's the first time I've seen him just step past. For some reason, why would you take the extra touch here? Rio doesn't do that much of a better job on the follow through, man. Just hits it straight into the vicinity of Butland. It's better not be a Zagreb situation, boys, where you just get golden opportunities and then make a fucking mockery out yourselves. That's the first big chance of the game. It could definitely fall Celtic's way, but we don't even really get too much of an opportunity out of it. Trying to be too fucking technical. Ball over the top's a bit better that time as Kyogo inside. He seems like he is, takes a pop, and that's a bit better. Just take a fucking smack and get it on target. Make sure it's something that the keeper has to work for. Bit of a weird angle, so I wasn't expecting too much for Kyogo there, but getting it on target's decent. He was onside. Decent opportunity there. Catches it well, and to be fair, Butland did have to react. He didn't do the best job at catching it first time, but he recovered it well enough. You should probably adjust your volume, especially for Old Firm, man. I'll yell a lot, regardless by like choice or not. It's kind of woven into us, I'll be real. What? Oh, something's happened there. Oh, we're over 15:10. Thank you to the people that have subscribed. If you're new here, that is something you can do to help us out. That's a lovely touch, and Saifi Maidi might still have the ball. Does his best to force it, and I tell you what, that's a really good challenge. I actually can't even say anything bad about that. It's decent for asking. Run forward's decent. Ijimani's got the ball out towards that left-hand side, but good clip at the heels. Johnston's fell over at the worst possible time, though. Don't fucking do that shit, man. Stop landing there, He mistouches it, or you try to throw the game, you dumbass. We ain't doing this. No, no, no. Trying to hand them chances. Remember how I said we were the fucking makers of our own downfall? That's a good example of that right there. Bit of chase down, it should be a throw-in for Rangers. That's good, it woke you up. Well, here we go then. Silver linings. I'll work effectively as a decent, like, alarm clock. I'll just phone you and yell at you until you get out of your bed. I get a yellow card as a pro footballer. That's a good thing I'm not a pro footballer then, is it? Not sure if that was a goal kick or a corner, I'll be honest with you. It looked like it came off of both of them at pretty much the same time, so... That's one of those ones I can understand. Referee gives a corner to Rangers though, because... Let's see where this one goes. Bit of a different system for Rangers though. They've got a lot of bodies inside the 6-yard box and then very few besides that. They whip it in near post to try and force the issue. Doesn't necessarily work out. Near post could still be a play here. Out towards Tavernier. Ball in. Header's decent and it's gathered in the end by Schmeichel. Gets across it and prevents spillage to make sure that nobody can get on the end. Decent. And then he just throws the ball straight back to them. This, lads, understand the concept of basic fucking defence, man. Johnston's given the ball away at least twice in the last 2 minutes and... Well, Schmeichel's just threw it back right into their play. Not good. The goals will come, hopefully, damn so. Say Celtic have started the game probably the better of the two sides, but... Rangers have had their moments. Can't say there's been too much in terms of the offence full end though. Not too much in terms of shot creation or anything like that. Johnston just rolls it back across to Schmeichel. Back out towards the Canadian. Puts it across to his CONCACAF counterpart. Sent forward. There is a bit of a intense one. I like that for Kyogo. Engages the chase. Makes sure proper is to step in and get to that first. Eventually it's just cut back towards Butland after a couple of kind of pass about, sent forward, could be dangerous, still could be dangerous. Trusty gets there in the end, just pops it to the side. It's going to be a Rangers throw-in. I mean, as long as the referee gives calls like that for both sides, then it's more than fine. That's a lovely break forward. We might actually have a chance here if you can sort your feet out, Rio. That is not the pass, man. Fucking stop with your stupid... Bro, literally, as much as I'm sitting here and going, don't be like Zagreb, this is a carbon fucking copy of what we did against Zagreb, but worse already. That was a simple fucking 3v2 breakaway, and he decides to stop, wait for Maeda to run, and then he tries to go for a fucking fancy pass. And that's Kuhn doing it on the other side. Lads! Basic fundamentals! Stop thinking you're playing Barcelona, man! You're not doing tiki-taka, it's tic-tac! Staring fucking white like bread! Fucking figure it out, man! Put some jam on it, make it a bit sweeter than that, do something! But this is just... fucking hell, man, it's like they're like, do we give the ball away? Is that what we're paid to do? So many times we've got into the edge of that box and we've just went, we're just going to half-ass it for this point. Don't do the work to get into the final third just to be fucking morons. Good step in for Yefty there. It's going to be a Celtic throw-in, but... can't say there's too much to be positive about if you're a Rangers or Celtic fan. It's been quite... Rangers have hit the ground quite a lot, so... even if you're a hardcore Rangers fan, you're like, Jesus Christ, lads, like, you can't play. And if you're Celtic, you're like, oh shit, man, this is basically a carbon copy of what we just had to watch in midweek. I know it's 20 minutes in, and like I said, the 20 minutes is always the worst, especially when it comes to these types of matches. But if it does not pick up for this point, then God knows, because some of the passing's been woeful. Butland's just been a prime example of that. Barely gets it out towards Tavernier and still loses the header. Carter Vickers wins the first knock on, Bernardo with the second. Really good touch for Tav, and then of course he tries to fucking dive. And he gets it, oh, of course he does, he falls over, man, and it's a free kick. Bruh, did Maeda go through the back of him? No, he's a diving bell end. Surprise, surprise, man. No wonder people are asking you to lose your captaincy, you fucking spanner bag, man. God forbid they actually fucking earn something through their own means. That's a lovely taking touch, could have been something there. Good press, but well dealt with. Celtic seem comfortable and calm enough for now. That's a good win back, but it's going to be I'm not even going to say, you know, like Bernard, every Celtic player unanimously turns to the referee and puts their arms out as if to say, are you fucking serious, pal? Let's see, was he fouled? No, wins the ball, catches him as he goes through, and then as he goes down like he's been shot. Free kick for Rangers. That, fuck me, man. And now he's demanding that we hurry and fucking speed play up. Mate, you're the one that keeps stopping it every time somebody hits the deck. You control the pace of the game, you understand that as the referee, right? Fucking joke. Sent forward, well taken. That was a lovely attempted touch for Tavernier, but he does not recover it with the second one. That was woefully bad, but Maeda's now gotten behind him. Good pass inside. Lovely dummy for Rio. He's been wiped out, and finally the referee gives one our way. Only took 6 in a row for Rangers, but we get one in the end. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't even a foul either, but it looked like he clipped him in the back of the ankle. Let's see. Well, but yeah, that plus a 100% goes through that angle makes it way worse. We played it fast for some reason. Why not take the free kick for there? Dude, you're in prime territory. It's like 20... the referee's already lost control of the game. Balogun's gone into the book because he's pissed off with the referee stopping the game every 2 seconds, which is more than valid to do. Every fucking time this guy... I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you. Stop being a time-wasting cunt, you fat bastard, and just let the game play out. You're pissing off both sides now. Fucking ridiculous. We'll get another chance at the very least. I think we've reset it for something. Come on, maybe a bit better than this attempt. Actually go for goal, Paulo. Stick it in, do something. Chance for the Portuguese man. Hits it, comes off the wall, so that was pointless, but we should get another chance to get it into the box. Maybe tinier runs, lads. Taylor, lovely dummy, gets past Tierney, then cuts it back for some reason. Lads, you are literally getting golden opportunities to break inside and then you are just refusing to take them. Good feet. Lovely ball in for Rio. I like the idea, doesn't necessarily work out there. Lovely touch back in. He's doing his best to force it. Johnston's just been wiped out there. That might be a foul for him, but the referee just waves play on. Both players have stayed down. Celtic try and get to the byline. Should be a corner kick for us. And it is a corner kick for us, and now Rangers are complaining. This referee has lost all fucking genuine semblance of this game's over. I'm fully on board for his on it. Like, I don't know how he gets it either. Definitely, I mean, it is a corner kick. It does come after a Rangers player last, but maybe they should have pulled it back for the foul in a second or so before. Both of the players went in for that quite hard. Another corner chance, swung in. Takes a bounce and flicked up in a way. Good clearance in fairness for Rangers. Guy buys them way more than enough time to get their guys into position. Johnston rams it back in, but for some reason we take the small touch and then just go back to passing around the back anyway. Rio's the first one that actually goes forward. Good stuff. Simple pass back for Taylor. Trust he has it. We'll just look for Carter Vickers, but that was a good step in. That would have been a really good interception chance for Rangers. Unfortunately, does not work out. Good for Carter. Gets it out towards the right hand side. Decent. Lovely pass in for Kuhn. The right idea. And to be fair, Kyogo was following through. Buckland had to come out and claim that. Merlin's smart enough to get out there and kind of close the distance, so to speak. Oh, please do take a second to like the stream and stuff as well if you do not mind. That'd be very much appreciated. I guess I'll show this because we're halfway through the half, and I mean, yeah, that's not going to lead to anything. That was a horrible ball. Just waiting to see if that did anything. Members, well, everyone that's here, we love to see you's a class. That's all. But the best thing you can do is genuinely just like, subscribe, please. Subscribe. That's all. That and like. Those are the two main things. Back to football match, because the referee's now doing this shit. What you talking about now? He's getting us to move up the pitch, I guess, a wee bit. That's okay. This half an hour has flown by, and it feels like that because we've spent most of the time just watching the referee talk to the fucking players. This does not feel like a final quality, man. If you're a neutral watching this, you're just like, yo, this is as good as it gets in Scotland. Both teams have panicked. You would think both teams would go into this game with some passion behind them, have a bit of fucking balls about them, but both teams have just sat on their arse. We've had the better opportunities, but anytime we've got into the box, we just fucking panic and pass it back out anyway. And one of our shots was technically a real Watati shot that was straight at Butland from like a deflection for a really good run off Kuhn. That's about it. For Rangers, there was that first ball into the box about a minute into the game. After that, they've had like one half chance. The kind of popped header that Schmeichel had to get to. Oh, good touch inside there though. That might open up something for Johnston. That's a ball over the top that could be dangerous, but we need to stop doing that. It's not worked once, and yet you keep attempting it like it's going to just magically work. Like, fucking speed the game up, keep it on the ground, man. Play through Rangers. They don't like having to chase. It's evident by the way that they play fucking set-shaped football. They don't like to break out for the lines too much, lads. It's obvious that they like to fucking defend deep. So playing high balls over the top is not the way to go. And Rangers are not aware of the fact that Celtic are playing with an internal lock system in the midfield. So anytime Rangers try to get out to Tav or Yefte and ping a ball high, they're never going to win a knock-on. Because Celtic just literally have more bodies everywhere on that part of the park. And neither team seems to be aware of the glaring, obvious, like, flaw. Just attack them through the middle. Force their best players to move. If you tire the best ones in the pitch out, opens up chances. But for some reason both teams are intent on basically fucking avoiding the midfield entirely. It's usually just take a touch, pass it out, take a touch, pass it out, take a touch, pass it out. Like, they're not actually running at anybody. They're not trying to like have like individual battles. It's just get the ball, try and move it as fast as possible. And it's not giving any team consistency or momentum. It's a lovely ball over the top, chase down. Rangers might get there. Tavernier goes for a... Oh, why would you let that go through? Jesus Christ, man. Good challenge for us, right on the edge of the box as well. Had to be perfectly timed. But we've given the ball away and the referee waves play on. There's a half chance for Rangers. Shot straight into one of the Celtic bodies. One of the two of them anyway. Don't know if it was Bernardo or Patati, but one of the two of them had put their leg on the line. Ball. Tavernier, edge of the area. Whipped up and high over everybody, but there's a chase down on again. I like that Kuhn's forced that issue a little bit there and we managed to get ourselves thrown out of that situation. Tavernier put a good ball into the box, but nobody was, 7 foot. He wasn't going to raise up to that and cause any, major problems, let's say. Ah, thank you for just subscribing, that's very kind. We're slowly making our way to 2,000 by the end of the season. Oh, that's a half chance, I guess, but I think he knew he was pulled back for something there. Rio stayed down though, which is never a good sign. He's fallen for the good old trap of English lexicon. That's good for Trusty. Like, run, son. Actually step in. There we go. Move more than 10 feet forwards. That's progress. There we go. He's in the halfway line. He's actually in their half. Rare territory. And then he loses the ball immediately, so that's probably why he's not been doing that. Ball over the top is respectable, but I think looked like Yamane was off anyway, so Celtic will get the ball. Got there in the end, man. Got there in the end. You love to see it. Good bounce back. We do have the ball again, but Rangers are playing deep. I think they're just trying to see this one out where the fucking Johnston. Run for it, man. You're having a shit game. You must still have some like minor part of that injury for midweek lingering. Because he's been fucking woeful. Someone's tyre just must have like absolutely capitulated, man. That sounds like a prim getting dragged. Ball sent over the top. The Rangers just do the exact same thing. Give the ball away instantaneously. Neither team wants to necessarily take control of the ball, and neither team wants to actually attack. They just seem to be content going fucking side to side. We'll just decide this on penalties. No. People paid good money to see this fucking match. Lads put in some shifts. That's a good ball forward. That's a bit more like us. Then Rio just misses the ball entirely. Why the fuck? Rangers now have a 4-on-4 break. This is now a 5-on-4 break. Rangers have a half crack, but they just waste a chance. They just absolutely throw it away. Barami just has like a half crack for about 30 yards out, and it just p-rolls past the post. Two prime examples of just what sums up their season. Celtic giving the ball away because they're fucking stupid with their positioning, and then Rangers missing an open net because that's just how they do it. For some reason they decided to take the shot for there. That baffles me. But lads, this is meant to be like one of the big... Look, this is one of those big things, you know what I mean? Big, massive match, crucial. Could set the tone for the season, could wake Rangers up and put them right back into the fight if they know they can beat us. And how do we play? Stale, boring ass football. Journey's got into the box, tries to funnel it through. Maeda's on the chase down. Tavernier tries to win it, but Maeda's legs are like three trunks, just fucking blitzes through him. Ball into the skipper, cuts it back for Trusty. Should just keep this calm. I say that, and he tries to fucking do that. Jesus Christ, man. Never. The defenders are doing their best, man. They are doing their best to make it frustrating. Just some fucking basic communication, lads. Like, you all speak the same fucking language. Ball forward for Johnston's decent. Lovely cutback for Kuhn. Can we get a shot away this time? No. Blocked comfortably in the end. There's a chase down. Kuhn retains the ball, but then keeps it in play for Rangers to then break. Look, what am I witnessing, man? Rangers then try and break forward. They give the ball away to us. Then we win the ball back, give the ball away to them, and we've won a foul somewhere in between that. He fell into the legs of Balogun and Balogun's gone down and stayed down, but Hadji did trip Trusty, so there is just no fucking consistency in this match whatsoever. He said AJ was shit, so he'll score. I know. Can't wait for the 60-yard absolute thunder bullet for ages away. Could have even passed that. Genuinely, Lizzie, you're not wrong actually for that chance anyway. Big opportunity. Well, it looks like Rangers might be forced into a potentially early change. Balogun stayed down, which isn't necessarily a good sign for him. It was a foul on Trusty 100%, but Trusty like then falls into Balogun, and to be fair, it does go down a wee bit weird. I wouldn't say it's like a major injury, but like see Johnston midweek, where it's one of those ones where you can be like, you can see why that's a bit because his leg was halfway up as he was like trying to run out of Trusty's way, and he just kind of gets folded. Nice to see him on his feet at the very least. You don't want to see anyone injured. A very stale 30 fucking 6 minutes of football so far, and that's been kind about it. Very kind about it indeed. But we're doing okay. You know, we're not losing, so that's a plus, I suppose. That is literally all I can really say. We've been good on the ball, but you know, you actually have to do stuff on the ball for it to matter. Doesn't matter if you have 82% of the ball or not, man. Like fucking hell. I mean, I wouldn't say Celtic have had 82%. I'd say it's more closer to like at least 60% minimum. Rio just knocks it on to actually make it easier for Rangers to retain that ball. Thank you, lad. Very cool. Maeda's going to engage the press. All three Japanese players do. Then Taylor joins in. That's a good step, and Taylor's had a really good half. There's one player that actually deserves a tip of the hat. Taylor's hustled, man. He's gotten out to most challenges. He's doing his best to force the issue. His cross-field passing's been fucking pinpoint. Can't say he's put a foot wrong, honestly. Rest of them need to up their game a wee bit, man. That Kuhn chance will annoy me to the end of time, because he is so notorious for just shooting when he gets into that space. He just didn't that time for whatever reason. But Rangers are just passing it round the back for now. Balogun. Looking for the simple route inside, doesn't quite take it out towards Tavernier. Does well enough to keep it, but Celtic do retain it after a few bounce arounds. Maeda gets it, lovely Fiatati, great feet Fiatati in fairness. Spins away for two of them, gets the ball back into space, and we can go and try again. Schmeichel back out to Carter. Played in towards Cooney, he doesn't take any risks with that, straight back into safe space. We put a few passes together. Aye, we just need to have some actual consistent like play across the whole. Oh, that's a bit better for Maeda. Hold on, I'm going to shut up. There's a chance. Good hustling for Tavernier, though. Good physical battle between those two. Tavernier wins on that occasion. And Taylor and McGregor exchange a nice little kind of system there. Played out towards Trusty. Good step inside. Taylor's not taking risks with that one. Played back. It just seems like we're watching the same thing. Like the same fucking VHS tape over and over again. It's like that same 20 seconds that'll just blotted into it for some reason. I want to see a bit of variation, lads. Some actual dynamicism. Go through the midfield. Actually try and play some good, concisive, quick football. Stop trying to do this side to side long ball push, because it ain't working. It's evident it's not been working since Bruges, yet we've stuck with that style and it has not worked at all. So, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say what team's going to be more pissed off going into the half, because, I mean, we've been woeful and we're still the better team. That's slightly concerning. But I think both teams will just be relatively happy that as it stands right now, neither of them are losing, because they're playing like they're scared to. But this is a final, lads. Either way, somebody has to win, so why not just fucking go for it? It's called a one-off final for a reason. Back to trusty again. We're doing the same things over and over again. Yay! Come on, boys. I can get up at fucking 8 in the morning and make thumbnails and all that shit for this just to sit here and watch fucking 2 shots on target and 40 goddamn minutes of football. Speed it up and try and force the issue, lads. It ain't too difficult. Jesus Christ, man, you could walk into a fucking geriatric home and just pick out like a bunch of the oldest cunts imaginable, and I think you'd still get more flexibility and movement out of them than you would half of these cunts on the pitch. I say that for both Celtic and Rangers, by the way. This is kind of the issue if you don't have like Scottish nationals all throughout the team. Because you can see McGregor and Taylor are trying, but anyone that isn't basically Scottish are like Tavernier essentially. That is a poor giveaway again. We've just given the ball away in the worst possible area. Chance for Rangers. Good save, but it's spilled in the back of the net. I should maybe be offside. I hope it's not, but apparently it's 1-0. I can't fucking believe it. We've given the ball away. It's literally as I fucking said it as well. Brilliant work, lads. You're a bunch of fucking idiots. Get your fingers out in the second fucking half. Seriously, man. It's a shitty tap in, it's what you would expect. Schmeichel can't keep the fucking ball close to his chest. He spills it back out, and it's a simple run on tap in. That's fucking pathetic. Right, it's Taylor as well, man. I just gave you credit, you cunt! I literally just said you're having a good game, man. Then you go and do that. Fucking kill yourself, you stupid prick. Oh my god. It literally, it's not the Zagreb game, it's the Bruges game. Simple defensive pass that you fuck up, which is what you've been doing for the past 40 minutes, right? 40 fucking minutes of side to side shit, you can't even do that, right? Man celebrates it like he's just scored a wonder goal. It's a fucking rolling tap-in merchant shot. That is brilliant. Sums us up perfectly, man. Fucking gimps, every single one of you fuckers, man. You shouldn't be getting docked wages. You should be sent to the docks full stop, man. Told to fuck off back home. What the fuck is this, man? This is what the champions of Scotland are meant to be doing right now. Is this what the top form team looks like? Fucking scared. Honestly, man, I've fucking seen better shit. I watched Albion Rovers play yesterday, and they won 5-0. They played better than this. They played miles better than this. And again, Rangers didn't even need to work for that chance. They got fucking handed it. Because that's how we concede every goal. Lads, it's been about 3 matches. Should we pass it back and give it away again? Fucking idiots, man. It takes a special type of fucking idiocy to do that shit. Aye, sorry Brian, but that prediction ain't fucking happening, man. That is stereotypical. Give these cunts an inch and they take a mile and put in the worst shaft ever, man. It was genuinely, yeah, Taylor was brilliant up until he fucking, that's what I'm saying though. You can't even like give them a bit of credit, because the second you do, they'll just be like, oh right, I can make a mistake now. Fucking toolbag, man. I have watched that same pass at least 4 different times in 4 different games that have led to goals for other teams. I watched Rio do it against fucking Dortmund. I've watched it happen with fucking Taylor already this season against fucking, who was it again? Was it Hibs? Or was it Aberdeen? I think it was Aberdeen actually. Seen it with Bruges with a fucking stupid pass back with Carter Vickers, and now this. Every single fucking goal we concede, it is the most dumb, petulant, stupid shit you can get. Look, I do not like this team sometimes, man. Need to get your fingers out. Actually need to do it. And I mean, now our best player's down and fucking holding his leg and he might be injured. Ridiculous, man. They do not deserve to be in the league, man. They flopped and flopped all over the fucking pot for 40 minutes and then they get handed a walk-in chance because we can't pass a ball. Fucking hell, man. Genuinely the architects our own downfall. We don't need anybody else, man. We'll fucking take the claw hammer and just straight through the bottom of our own foundations ourselves. Guys, do not sit there and pretend it's because yous are playing well. Like, yous didn't, like, you got a boost against Tottenham because yous managed to get a point, but Celtic have handed you this game. Like, yous haven't made an inherently half-decent chance. We fucking passed it to you. And even then, you still missed the first chance. Michael made a save, and then it was a tap-in for fucking 6 yards out. And if you missed that, you might as well just walked off the park. It's like, it's so ridiculous, man. Apparently there's 3 additional minutes added time, so that's 3 more minutes we need to suffer through for some fucking reason. Bless. Taylor pisses me off so much, man. I cannot speak a single good thing about him without him immediately fucking doing something in real time to prove me wrong. But I'm telling you now, man, we need to get Hatate off that fucking park. Just getting jails on, for the love of God. We need someone that can pass it on the ground. Because every time these fucking idiots get a touch of the ball, ping it, ping it, ping it. When it hasn't worked for 45 minutes, do you think it's maybe time to stop, you absolute bellends? Like, fucking hell, man. I genuinely wish I didn't fucking, like, sit here and, like, break it down in my head and go, yeah, this is probably going to be another Bruges or fucking Zagreb scenario. It's the first thing Rangers have to be happy about their entire fucking season, and it's because we handed them it. Fucking pity point, man. That's literally what it is. And we're still just going side to side back to... Well, honestly, man, see if I'm fucking Rodgers, I kick up fuck. That is what it is. Basically, carbon copy of what we've fucking seen against Zagreb. And no offence, this continues for a few more matches. You need to start taking players out of that team. Kyogo has been a dead fucking weight. Stupid, useless cunt. Rio has wasted so much of the ball today. Taylor was having a fantastic game, but the one time he fucks up, it's the most catastrophic mistake you could make. Carter and Trusty look lost at fucking sea half the time. Johnston's done his best to give the ball away more than he's actually put it through. McGregor doesn't look like he's a captain. He's just fucking standing there lost half the time, yelling at people like he's going to change the game. Maybe if you start playing good yourself, you fucking fanny, you'd maybe get the rest of them to play good as well. Oh, wingers are getting clipped at and decked every time they fucking try and get near the box, and no fouls really being given. Could nearly got crippled. And we've just done the same thing again. We've just given the ball away again. Lads, fucking stop. Genuinely, like, this is stale as fuck, man. Ball into the box. Johnston actually gets it away, but it's teed up. Back up again. Can you cunts actually, like, clear it more than 10 feet for your goal? Apparently not. Bernardo's just done the same thing again. Ball into the box, Czerny's in. I don't know if he's onside or not, but it stands for now. Shot bounces through and eventually it's cleared away by Trusty. You cunts are actually paid footballers. Yous get paid money to be this bad, seriously. Fuck me, man. Yous ain't even worth 10 grand between yous. It's half time, honestly. Fucking ridiculous. Every single one of you cunts better actually hit your head off a wall and wake yourselves the hell up, man. Bunch of imposters managed to fucking get into that team today, genuinely, because that was stale as shit. Every single one of you bellends need a fucking moment. Ridiculous standards, man. Up the Villa, my god. Didn't you like fall off in the league and you're like nowhere near champion? Like, you can fuck off, man. You can fuck off. Simply put, honestly. Up the Villa, up what? You just don't get on top of anything, man. Ain't the last time you won anything a fucking note. But, hey, I mean, it is what it is, right? We all expect a couple of Rangers fans to come in here. You always get the couple of ones, but, ugh. Oh, I don't care. I welcome all the smoke. It's more than fine, because, I mean, if you look at this as an overall archer, the first 20 minutes was the referee just going every 10 seconds for both sides. Killed the momentum for both teams to even try and get anything. And it's not as if Rangers earned their goal. We fucking handed them it. It's literally just Celtic doing the basics wrong again. Like I say every match, do the fundamentals right, we should be fine. No, absolutely not. Fucking ridiculous, man. They just have to do the basics and they're fine, but they don't. They make a point of it to try and do these elaborate over the tops. They try and do these fucking in between tiki taka passes that are never going to work against a team like Rangers that just play set defence. Let's just do what we did in the first game of the fucking season against them and you're fine, but for some reason Rodgers has came out with this whole different slew of tactics. Bell end. Aye, well, we better hope it's a tale of two halves, man, because if we do not get something going pronto, this is easily the worst game of the season by a fucking mile. No passion, no fire, no fucking single flame in any of their eyes right now. They just look fucking fed up, like, oh, we have to play them again. And no fucking fence, lads, there is about 2 million people in this country that would throw hands to get a sniff at 10 minutes on the puck. These fucking idiots are getting paid the better part of 30 grand to sit there and play like that. No offence, man. Said it against Zagreb. That's the type of shit that should get your wages docked for a few weeks. Look, if you're going to play like a fucking idiot. Stupid, man. Yeah. All I'm saying, get fucking Angels on McCowan on that park so that they can keep the ball on the fucking ground. Because if I see one more pointless over the top with no direction or real purpose behind it, I am genuinely just going to fucking close my laptop and I am just going to call it a day. Because I am not witnessing the same thing every fucking match. It's been the same for Bruges. Literally from the moment we fucking got that draw against Bruges, it's like we just decided we weren't doing what was necessary. It's like, we can half-ass this. Nah. Doesn't matter if Rangers are playing shit or not, lads. Yous don't get to have an off day. Fucking hell. Oh, where were you when we last played? Or the time before that? 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 Lad, yous are going to learn a real lesson in karma. I'm still confident we'll get something out of this. We're dragging it to extra time. That's just the way it goes. You don't know how second half syndrome works for us, Ali, my boy. However, it's half time. Remember every other time that we fucked up, when we drew with Aberdeen and you laughed at us? What happened straight away after that? Remind me again, please. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're still worse than sheepshaggers. That's pretty sad if you ask me. It's funny as fuck, man. Honestly. Have a fucking actual profile, mate. Don't just do it behind a fucking A, because it just shows that you're scared to actually, confront someone. Don't be a bellend. Come in, be respectful, crack a joke, but don't fucking say shit like that, because I'm pretty sure the only one that is, lacking a wash. It's you. My hair is nice and fluffy, my boy. You can tell that I maintain myself quite good. Just because I have long hair and you're a bald bastard does not mean I should be offended. On with your day, pal. No, they do not deserve a wage cut. I don't give a fuck what they have been awful. Carter Vickers, shite. Trusty, shite. Schmeichel, made like one save. But besides that, shite. Taylor was good up until he made the mistake, so you'd still say shite. Everyone across the midfield, don't know where they were half the time. Real was just passing balls up. I think he was just playing fucking long rushy with Butland half the time. And the front three basically didn't exist, superiorly, for like 20 minutes. So we need a better second half. At the very goddamn least, we need a better second half. That's like the fucking minimum. But so far, it's not been good. That's where they're best known for, it. Nah, we don't do what you do, mate. We don't do that shit, to be honest. Yous are the same fucking idiots that were literally calling in the AGM for Clement's head a few weeks ago. Gets one draw against Spurs and all of a sudden yous are gods again. Lads, keep in mind yous had the exact same pattern last season. You'll have your springboarder form, you'll do alright up until February, and then like all things with Rangers, you capitulate and crumble like your club did every single fucking time. Like,
It's funny, honestly. Like, the last time you won a title that actually fucking mattered, you were a whole different entity. I ain't taking offence to it. I see Aberdeen as more of a threat than you right now. It's like, you're only winning this because Celtic are literally having their worst game of the season at the worst possible time. It's not because yous are playing good, fella. It's because we're playing that bad. So I don't care. I'll say that outright, man. Taylor can go and fuck himself. Stupid cunt, shouldn't have ever made that pass. But was it made by seriously good play for Clement's tactics? No. It was because we just made a simple mistake and nobody decided to cover it. Your goal was a tap-in. Come on. Like, actually outplay us, fella. Then you can maybe say that. Like, if you go into the second half and score 3 or 4, fantastic. Then come and give me shit. I will take that wholeheartedly. But, nah. Like, it's evident who the better side is. Keep in mind, every shot that you've had off target has literally just been a half punt for like 30 yards straight into some day in the wall. Aye, definitely. It was, he could went down with like a knee issue, I guess. Need to get Taylor far the fuck away for the team as possible. I mean, again, I wouldn't say it was his fault entirely. Because you still have 2 defenders there. It's not as if Carter Vickers and Trusty didn't see it happen. But Trusty was so far fucking forward, he was basically non-existent. And Carter had to then spend 2 minutes deciding who to actually attack. And he decided to go for the wrong one. And the shot came out. Schmeichel does well enough to spill it out, but you're doing it into open space. But it's just one of those games where you're like, wake the fuck up, Celtic. Actually, like, show some passion, man. Like, that's all I'm asking for. That's all I wanted at the start of this whole thing. Was just a half decent fucking performance, and I have not even got 10% of that. So, we need to kind of step up at the very least. Like, do you not know how hair shimmer works? Like, when you have good natural oils in your hair, my boy, it's nice. It's just long because it's long. Like, are you serious? He's jealous. He's jealous over my hair. That's what's happening here. Mate, just because I'm a banging Lord Farquaad roleplay, that's not my problem. You know what I mean? You can slack my hair all you want, but I know what smoke smells like. It's a very nice thing. Want me to go and pull them out my bathroom for you? Do you need visual confirmation? Like all fucking things. Jesus Christ, man. We need a bit of courage and we need a bit of consistency. Those are the 2 things, or that's the main things I would say. It comes down to goals. Guys, respectfully, brother, and I'm not going to like say this in a mean way, you are notorious for doing exactly that. Like, even if Rangers win in a league game, you're like, oh, but we're still, like, we still could have done this, that. They're like, you still make a point of it to say, we're playing bad. Correct? So how's this any different? I'm voicing my frustrations. He's actually yammering on. Ali, with all due respect, mate, there's a bridge that you can go and find, right? Probably actually go up near Teesside, right? Because it means your body will blow up and rot. Just take a jump, right? There's a sod, because nobody cares. Nobody cares about your opinion, mate. The only thing that's even slightly redeemable about you is the fact that you have the same name as Ali McCoist, and I like Ali McCoist. So I'll give you a buy this one time, but keep fucking pressing it, pal. See what happens. I ain't in the mood for this, right? And if you want karma to happen, it will happen in the form of your team getting scored in the second half, which is coming up very shortly. So stick around and watch that, buddy boy. Then you can maybe talk shit. Like I said, wait until the game's done, you know what I mean? Don't throw, you know, don't throw your celebrations out the window just yet. You know, you still have 45 minutes to fucking deal with. It's just because of the lighting. Like, if I actually like pure come up to the camera, you can individually see. Dude, would you call that bad? No, it's well maintained. It doesn't claw. It's not like I'm not having to grab through it. I can comb my fingers through my hair fine. It's just people like, oh, he has hair, so I need to slag him because he has lots of it. Right? Okay. That's like slagging someone that's been rich for having lots of money. Like, yeah, I have lots of hair. Congratulations. It doesn't make me homeless, fella.
It'll just depend on the changes that we make in the second half, guys. If you're asking me honestly, fella, like Rangers will have to defensively tighten the fuck up, right? They'll have to play a lot more deep in. Because Celtic will go for this, right? Celtic will throw everything at it, 100%. So I'm not worried in the sense it will make more chances, because we can't have a worse half than what we just had. So we do what's necessary, you know what I mean? We just come out in the second half and give it a good go. Press them as hard as we can and force the issue. Oh, I didn't bite that bait, man. I fucking swallowed that shithole and consumed it entirely. I've had way worse, man. Like, I've had people come in here and call me all types of things, Megan. You've witnessed it. That's not really too much an offence to me. It's just funny that it's always people that don't have, like, an actual, like, profile with videos that you can go, like, well, let's see how you look, Fab. Because it's easy to do that with anyone. You can literally, there's people that do that shit to, like, models. Miss Universe gets hated on for being too beautiful. Like, everybody has a problem with something. He just has a problem with his sad wee life. I'm happy, I'm vibing, and I don't know, I'm a handsome fella. I'm a handsome chappy. I'm not taking offence to it, man. He can fuck off. It's like, my main thing is that I just want to see my team do better in the second half. And I don't want you coming into my chat and calling everyone unwashed. No offence, but I don't sit here and insult Rangers. I could, very easily. So, you know, you have to take it with a grain of salt, you know what I mean? But, nah, that's what it is. Because we do have Rangers fans in here who are absolutely lovely. In fact, I mean, literally on the members wall, there is a fucking hun. You know what I mean? Blue Baron, come on to Christ, you know what I mean? Like, there's a few decent Rangers fans in here, but there's the occasional twat bag, to put it nicely. But the second half's going to be starting in the next minute or so. Only 3 goals, exactly. That's a good way to think about it, Stephen. Maybe we come out in the second half with like a brand new lease of life and we go for it. I'm worried for our own perspective because Craig was having a good game till that point and Trusty was worse. Trusty didn't. The fact that Craig done it as usual. Yeah, I mean, the pass to play out to him wasn't smart. But to be honest with you, it wasn't as if Taylor should have just passed it back into that space anyway. He had open lanes and he decided for some reason, I'm going to cut it back across, even though I've literally watched like Ijamani and Cherny step into those exact situations to try and cut out passes between like Cutter, Vickers or Trusty trying to get it across to Johnston, for instance. There's just no like extra thought of, is this going to be a problem? No, they just do it. It's like instinct, and while that works for quick counter-attacks, we haven't been doing that today. We've just been going side to side. Rangers know Celtic are a team that like to have the ball in small doses. They break forward. So if we just give them the ball and we just sit in a bit deeper, what can they realistically do? Like, we can maybe, you know, we might have to face some really decent opportunities if they get into the box. But besides that, we can limit their crossing lanes and we can keep them quiet where they're strongest, which is what they've done relatively well so far. If there's one thing that you can say Rangers have done pretty good, is they've kept their shape. They haven't tried to pure expand themselves out like we have. They haven't tried to do all that shit. They've just kept themselves set. They've kept themselves simple, and that's good. You know what I mean? You can sit there and give Rangers credit for that. But the fact of the matter is, we gave them their goal. We need to maybe not do that again, and hopefully, if we can at least get one back on the board, we drag it to extra time and we go through there. Celtic have probably a bit more in terms of fitness. We have better options on the bench. We can maybe use that, but it's not to say Rangers don't have options they can bring on themselves that can maybe change the game in their favour too, right? You have to take perspectives, and right now you have to say Rangers will play a lot more frustrating in the second half. You think the first half was frustrating, watch the second. They will sit in deep. It's just how they'll have to do things because they know that Celtic will attack. There is no other alternative, right? It's a final. It's not as if a point's going to do. Celtic will have to go for it, so they know that. Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, I feel bad for Schmeichel because he's just showing that goal back. Just ridiculous. It's just such a silly mistake, man. Nah, just something they shouldn't do. The Rangers players are coming out. The Celtic boys are in the tunnel. Second half's going to be starting relatively soon. Just have your phone and do not disturb, fella. That's it.
That's the way to do it. That is absolutely the way to do it. Any changes? Scales! Scales. Which means Taylor can step forward because Trusty will not fuck it. Yeah, Scales will actually stay back. It means that we actually have that extra. That's not a bad change. I hope it's not because Trusty's injured or anything. I hope it's just for the sake of tactical bliss. But Scales, man, he's coming in with a slicked back hair. He's coming in with a different look entirely. Like an Irish mafia boss, he's ready here to fuck shit up. Go on, son. Oh, there's Rangers setting off the flares. Cool. That's probably going to lead to potentially another delay. That's fantastic. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem. You can see it kind of float across the top, but it's not really affecting the pitch, so should be good for the second half. Hopefully, anyway. But Scales is the change, boys. And the second half is cracking. Come on. Some decent football is all I request and all I ask. Just have a decent goddamn performance and we should be fine. That is it. That's all I want to see. Good pass out. Rangers are just going around the back there. Simple and pure for them so far. It's going to be an interesting approach to see who kind of starts the second half with a bit more bite about them. Carter. Well, happy to just roll that back across. We should have Google up with our scores now. Absolutely we do. Fantastic. Ball is sent forward. That's what I don't want us to do. Don't be sending balls forward like that, man. Illegal kick chance for Rangers. A minute into the game. That's the first real kind of half opportunity. It was a decent ball forward, but Maeda was never really going to put too much pressure on that. Well, my hope, honestly, Scott, is that we see a bit more expansive counter-attacking, because at least Scales will be able to allow Carter Vickers to actually stay somewhat regimented. He won't have to be constantly covering for 2 or 3 others. I think that was offside for Rangers there. And that's why that flag went up. I was wondering why he touched the ball for a second, but offside. Back to watch Schmeichel, and we're immediately doing the awkward around the back pass, and that's literally what caused the problem for the first goal. Don't start doing this shit out the gate. Scales is chased down, back across to Schmeichel. Spread across to Carter. And we've given the ball away. Johnston retains it, but what's the point in trying to play this style of football? It just doesn't work, lads. Just play a bit more expansive and go through them. Carter Vickers. Good pass out towards the right. Johnston has it. Left to move forward. That's a good step inside. Ball is perfect as well. That's a great ball through. Well taken touch. The back heel was respectable, but it's going to be dealt with by Rangers, and Bolton will come out and claim it. Interesting. A wee bit better from us. Like I said, we actually used the midfield lanes there, tried to go through them, cause some problems, and half chance nearly came out of it there. Maybe the back heel wasn't the best idea for Kyogo, but Bolton will throw that one as far forward as possible. I should say punt it forward. Goes all the way through to Schmeichel in the end. Johnston's going to be put under some pressure. Schmeichel, who's now way out of position now. That could have been dangerous. Should be a throw in for us. Next goal wins it. You feel like that's the tone, yeah. If Rangers get a second, and especially if it's later into the second half, you can't really see too much from that point. But if Celtic get back into the game, and particularly early on, it just kind of fires everyone back up. And I mean, we've seen what happened against Leipzig once you actually got that breakthrough goal. It's like we open up and just turn into a different team entirely. So it's a good step inside the corner. He's got to just keep it simple here. Rangers are playing very rudimentary stuff. That's a good step inside. Could have been something there. Ball in behind's dangerous. Rio gets taken out there. Should be a foul, and it is. Don't know how bad he was caught, but he's gone down holding his knee, which is never a good sign. Let's see how bad it actually was. Balogun, it does catch him, but it's not intentional.
His stud just kind of clips the back of him. It's a wee bit unlucky. You can tell it's a solo one because Rio's purely trying to walk it off. He's like, ah, you bastard. Ah, it's kind of you, David. Thank you very much, man. I don't know, 5. I mean, maybe. But I feel like the next change would probably be midfield based. Oh, that's dangerous! That's an opportunity. Big opportunity for Celtic just past the far post. That could have been dangerous, man. Ball into the box was lovely for Bernardo, and Scales immediately showing why he was brought on. Gets on the end of it, throws the header towards goal, and it just skips past the post. Told you, man, that slip back here, he's coming onto this pitch with a purpose. Nearly showed exactly why there. First big chance of the half goes our way again. Why he would never stick Meyer up front, because he's probably just simply more effective as a winger. That's a good touch for Johnston, and that's not a good touch for Johnston the second time round. We're giving the ball away. It's into the box again, could have been dangerous there. I think it's Scales that kind of spins it out for a throw in on the far side. Rangers look to get themselves pulling. I don't think he'd seen that one of his teammates was trying to tie his laces, so they're going to be forced all the way back. Good step inside, break forwards on. Good potential opportunity here. That's a good ball, but it's going to mean that it's this kind of isolated 2v1 scenario. Kuhn's doing his best. Pass out towards the edge is respectable enough. McGregor steps in, rolls it across. Taylor just loses to thin air, I guess. Why the fuck are you doing this, you stupid cunt? Now Rangers are on the break, man. It's a 3v4. Lads, this was literally exactly... You are so lucky Carter Vickers is a good defender. Every other one of yous just fell away again. And it starts with Taylor doing that. Get him off the pot, man. I've tried to be optimistic. Get him off and send him the fuck back to Kelly now. That should have been game. If Rangers were even half competent and played that ball across even 2 seconds earlier, that is a fucking 4v4 square up. Carter Vickers, brilliant tackle. Rest of them, bell ends. What the fuck was that, man? Still not necessarily dealt with. It's still fairly under pressure, man. Corner kick's coming in, but fuck it. Now Schmeichel's just been decked and a Rangers player's just pretending he's been killed. Look. Great. They're exposing the fuck out of that left hand side. That is all I'm saying, man. Like, Taylor is just easily the one that they're going for. It's so apparent now. They know Johnston will be like, aye mate, you try that shit, but like literally he goes to like swing at the ball and he just misses it. He literally just miss kicks. And people pushing and pulling each other all around the box, man. You're losing your heads, gentlemen. Fucking figure it out. Ball into the box. Pointed up and Rangers go for a half crack. It just sails comfortably over the ball, but there's a wee roar for the Rangers fans. Just to let them know the chance was appreciated. And why? Okay, we should just start going passing around the back again. And we give the ball away with the first pass. Fabulous. Stop playing this stale type of football, man. I swear to God, this is getting bad to watch. It was a good header away initially, but you can see extra time. I mean, we need to pull our finger out in pronto. We have not started this half with any more intent than we did when we finished the first. We look just as stale and just as fucking dry. Really need to start forcing the issue a wee bit, man. Seriously. Good pass for Carter. Ball towards Kuhn. Lovely step away. There's a chance for us to break now. Go on. Gets into the box. Still going. Gets a forces a corner. That's decent for the. I like that for Kuhn. At least he runs at them. Force the issue. That brings some noise out the Celtic crowd. Fucking probably the first time you've really heard them truly tonight. It was a good direct run for Kuhn there. That was unlucky. and we just waste the corner. We don't even try and go for a corner. We just pass it out and then just go side to side, and then, oh, for fuck's sake. This is just dull. Yeah, and then Rio just tries a pass that was never going to work. Just get Taylor and Rio off the pot, man. Get Valet and get Angels on and go for there. We need actual composure, man. We just ain't getting that out of Rio right now. It's a few times I've seen him do that this fucking half already. Step in, ball through, that's decent. Is there a chance for a ball into the box? It's good! Brilliant challenge, and it's either that or Kyogo has fucked an open net, and I hope for his sake it's a corner. It is, right, thank Christ for that. Big chance for us, 2 big chances for us now in a few minutes, but dealt with well defensively for Rangers on both accounts. Do not play it short this time, please go for an actual corner. Ball isn't particularly dangerous, but it does fall out to the edge, takes a deflection. Yes! Oh! We get the luck back! We get the luck back! It's in the net! 1-1, boys! I think it's Taylor with a shot as well! Fucking go on, lad! That's a good way to redeem your mistake. Forces the issue, it takes a massive nick of fortune. Butland can't react in time, it goes in. Both goals have been absolutely fucking horrible. But it's squared a piece, and it's that early goal that we were looking for. Rangers will be disheartened as fuck at that defensively. Did not need to stick his leg in whatsoever, asking, but it catches him out. Now there's a ball over the top. Rangers are trying to get in behind now. Popped up. Now you need to start playing ball, lads. Chance for Rangers at the near post. I respect them for having a crack. There was not too much there that he could do, but there we go. We need to fucking push now. Right, Taylor's back on an even keel. We give him that. I don't know how they really shouldn't be giving that goal to Taylor. It should genuinely be an own goal, but it was on target. Oh my god, man. Okay, we can actually potentially do something. Ball into space. And look, all of a sudden Celtic are moving with purpose. That goal opens us up. Brilliant. Kuhn's on the edge of the area. He's taking his man on. Gets past his man. Ball into the area. It's good. Bernardo. Shoot. Stop fucking taking time. Paolo, mate, the next time you do that, you're getting off the pitch. I swear to God, man. You should have just shot it there. Big opportunity. Ball into the box. Still dangerous. Not necessarily dealt with. McGregor forces the issue. Still out to the edge of the area as well. Paolo does well. Bernardo gets it back out to the skipper. The 1-2 pass is decent. Well controlled by the captain. Ball over the top's respectable, but it was always going to be half assed at best. Good, really good challenge there for Taylor. Out to the edge of the area. Shots, not really too threatening whatsoever for the captain. But he's claiming there's a corner, and you can hear the fucking Lions roar now. It's starting to fully come into effect. Don't think there was a corner at all, honestly. It looked like a goal kick for the minute he shot it. But that ball into the ball, it was a big opportunity, man. That near post save for Kyogo. Takes that massive... no, it's not Raskin. It doesn't come off it, sorry. I think it's prop there. Comes off of the Dutchman. Get Valet and Ida on now. I'm just wondering, Ali, are you here, fella? Are you back? Are you watching? Are you observing how karma works in real fucking time? Ball's been sent forward. Rangers will try and win the knock-on. A little bit better from us. We're actually starting to throw some bodies together. Look at that, man. Football. Good challenge for Paolo. There's a breakdown that right hand side and a lot of space to do it in. You should run at him while you have the space, Kuhn. Come on, man. Close the distance. Ball in's decent. Shot's decent as well. Butland has to spill it. Recovers it at the second time, but all of a sudden Celtic wake up and actually start making chances. We start going central, we funnel out wide when it makes sense to, and all of a sudden Celtic are playing a whole different fucking style of football. What's happening with you? What? Oh. I hope your wee one's alright, guys. I hope she's okay. Header up. Maeda has managed to pickpocket. How's your control, Maeda? How's your control? How's your control? How's your control now? Because like everything Rangers do, they every time they fuck it themselves too. It's not just Celtic, they do it. Defensively, Rangers are just as bad. Maeda, thank you, son. Thank you, my boy. I love you to hell and back, man. Celtic turn it around in 15 minutes. Brilliant finish, Dyson. They do not cover themselves. It's a poor header back for Raskin. Horrible header back for Raskin. And Maeda pounces, gets it away for Bargain. That touch, fucking beautiful. Picks the perfect shot between Butland's legs. And boys, we're fucking winning this. Get around, jeez! Come on now, man. Half an hour left. Fucking see this through. Like I said, we get that one goal, everything changes. Everything becomes so much smoother sailing. Let's go, son. Fucking beautiful. Rangers are going to make a change. And it's a fallback change by the looks of it. It's Ravan that's come on. FD's come off. Honestly, if the control on that first touch for Maeda was godlike. Absolutely fucking godlike, man. The only thing that's getting greased up now is their arseholes because they're about to get pumped. Celtic have woke up finally. Get it round them, man. That's how we fucking... That's the Celtic. This is the Celtic we were hoping to see. Welcome to the game, boys. Nice to fucking know yous actually have it in yous. Now fucking see this through and we're good. We needed that. We needed that hard. We absolutely fucking deserved it, man. Lmao. Who said game of two halves? Exactly that, man. Second half syndrome. We explained this to Ali when he was making these little celebratory arguments. But Rangers, all of a sudden, the Rangers end has gone dead silent. 2 goals in 4 minutes. Ball into the box. Not too much of a threat initially. Ball out towards the right hand side. All of a sudden Rangers are looking to try and get themselves back into it. Ball, decent, over the top, is actually damn fine cross as well. It's still recovered. They're trying... oh, I shot myself. The referee pointed to the penalty spot. I thought he was giving a penalty there. He pointed the other fucking way. I'm like, no shot, man. You diving wee fucking prick. You diving wee prick. You diving wee prick. You better have fucking be... You better be joking. Nope. Let's see. Nope. Dive it goes down holding his hamstring. Yeah, absolutely not a chance, man. You had a chance in wee cunt. Edge of the box anyway, by the looks of it. Even on the initial. Nah. On 2 fronts, that ain't given. Schmeichel's just having some words with him there. Plus, I think there would have been a foul on Carter Vickers anyway. Carter Vickers got fucking absolutely capitulated, man. He just got booted in the ankle, so it would have been called back for that anyway. Yeah, so it was Carter Vickers' foul, so it wouldn't have been a penalty regardless. Alright, good, we're fine. Just so they can't use that as a talking point. Oh, Maeda's on the chase down. Look, the lads, yous are awake now, man. Yous have woken up. Rodgers hit them with a goddamn fucking daddy talk at half time. It's like, right lads, if you fucking even attempt to have a fucking first half or second half like that first half, I would personally see to it that you're all buried. I will make sure that you're all 6 feet deep and you can never ever have a performance as shit as that again. Good breakaway. That's got to be a foul, or at the very least an advantage. Is that going Rangers' way? I guess it was. Fuck knows. Well, 64 minutes of this game been and gone. Fully done and wrapped up. just close enough to, well, basically comfortably over 2/3 now, I should say. Good for Maeda, good pit pocket, there's a good break forward. Rangers still have the ball though, good control in fairness to get the cross away, but I don't think it was ever going to be too much of a threat, and I think it might have been out of play anyway. Either way, Schmeichel retains the ball, plays it out and comfortable enough. It's nice to see that, man. Honestly, the second half stats have been significantly better. We've already had more shots in the second half than we did in the entire first. And more importantly, all of those shots have been on target. Big difference in how we've approached halves. Agi's got it, trying to force the issue, goes inside, decent pass actually. It's going to open up some routes, but who they choose to go to is down to them. They opt to go back in the end. Bargain. Looking for that internal route in. Good touch, Czerny. I like the idea, honestly. That was the right approach. He just doesn't execute it. Really good. Oh, that's how you hold it up, Rio. Good, man. You're figuring your feet out as well, man. Everyone's waking up. Good stuff, lads. Scales. Rio, good touch inside. Gets it back, and it's actually a lovely switch pass to Carter. Looks like Rangers have got a change, and it looks like Danilo. Start or Stalling, one of the two of them. I honestly didn't see the number, but if it's 99 then I know who it is. Schmeichel. A cross, that could have been bad. Nice for Scales, good for, that's a break forward and a half. Oh, Dyson still running, gets taken out there, but I think the ball was won. Celtic will try and keep the press going. There's a bundle over there and I think it's been pulled back. My head might go. Oh, I thought he was going to have a talking with the referee though. Apparently not. What's he standing with his hand in his head for? What's happening in here? Alright, I guess he just booked Kyogo for something. Okay, right, well, that's fine. I guess Kyogo's been booked for apparently dissent. And then going through the back and yeah, to be fair, don't talk back afterwards because I think he was allowing it to go and then he like says to the ref, I don't think it's a foul. We need the cushion. Yeah, no one goal lead is safe. No matter what anybody says, man, no one league goal is safe at all. But we have those substitute options we can make ourselves now. So they've made a change on their own terms. There's a good exchange. Chance for Rangers here. Good. A really good opportunity, and his reaction says everything. I think it was Ridvan that actually got in the end of it. He just does not set himself whatsoever. Was always going to be sailing over the ball. That's been the case for a lot of Rangers shots tonight, I'll be honest with you. They just straight over the ball. Like no intent to actually trying to find the net, let's say. But they're trying to put some pressure on. Real's not going to win that one. No chance in hell. So it falls out to Diamandit. And it is Dion Stalling that's on for bargain. So they've gone with a more attacking approach. They've changed their shape by the looks of it. They're in the same boat that we were in the kind of end of the first half. They have to go for it now. There's nothing else they can realistically do. They have to give this a bash. Ball down that side. And Tavernier's not too happy with it, but that's what it is. Realistically, this was their only chance at silverware. I mean, who knows? But, I mean, as things stand... Oh, sure, we just went up a few. Thank you to the people that subscribed, very kind. Very kind indeed. I think we just gained 10 in this stream, so very, very nice, thank you. Realistically, this was, yeah, honestly. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe they're like made a deal with the devil and they've sacrificed losing everything else to just have a decent run in the Europa League again. It's always potential, right? I was just furious at the first half because of how fucking bad we played, man. But don't get me wrong, telling a player to kill himself is never a smart thing, but anyone that's been on this channel long enough knows that I mean it in like good faith, because I was literally big up and Taylor the entire like 30-40 minutes beforehand. But we've came out in the second half and there's just a lot of difference in how we're playing. We're looking at any subject, anyone tiring. I'd say on that pitch right now, you would make a case of probably Rio and stuff, and in fact there are some changes about to come on. Johnston looks like one of them for Ralston, so that's an interesting one. Johnston is off, Ralston is on, and it looks like Ingels is going to be coming on for one of the defenders. Maybe Ralston's actually, is he coming off for Taylor maybe actually? But showing that Maeda goal again, man, that was fucking beautiful. That is an absolute stunning goal, no matter what anyone says. Was Trusty subbed off for injury, was he just shite? A mix of both, mate, if I'm being honest with you. He didn't have the greatest first half, but I think it was just more for a tactical one so that Taylor could get up the pitch a bit more. Johnston's came off, he looks a wee bit injured as well, so yeah. And Giles is on for Bernardo, so the midfielders to see this one out, looks like it's going to be Hatate on the left and Giles on the right. Ralston's on, Johnston's off. There are your changes. 20 minutes of this game left and then whatever additional time they feel is appropriate. Johnston should play a full 90. Bear in mind he is still like trying to recover from that injury. He's still got that hip flexor problem, so they probably just don't want to risk it, especially if he's like complaining that he doesn't feel too great. And I mean, Johnston's a tough cunt, man. Like if he was going to see the game out, he'd 100% try his best to. Skills over Trusty any day. I don't think anyone's ever really disagreed with that. I've always kind of said for the start of the season I've liked Skills a lot more. I like Trusty, he's got better. He just has these really bad games. He's either really good or really bad. That's a shot and a half for Rangers. That is a big chance. Good stop for Schmeichel. I had to react to that one because it was a fucking bullet. There you go. Rangers have had a first big real chance of this half, you have to say. It was a cracker of an attempt, but it's not dealt with yet. Corner kick's going to get swung in. Takes a bounce up, should just get it away, and that's lovely. Ferrio just forces it away, allows Celtic to at the very least reset themselves. Bricky getting a goal, I imagine. Now that would be legendary on all fronts, no matter what anybody says. There's a good run down that side actually. Hadji's got it. He's going to drive at his man. McGregor keeps on mark with him for now. It's into the box, takes a big bounce and it comes off of Hadji, and his reaction again isn't too pleasant. He just kind of looks up to the gods as if to say why. How's the game been? First half absolutely fucking woeful. Like, take Dortmund, Bruges and like Zagreb's first halves and basically that, but worse. But the second half we've came out like a house on fire. Like, genuinely, it's night and day difference. Rangers' goal came from a mistake for a Taylor back pass. If that kind of clarifies it, it's basically what we did against Bruges. But we've woken up, second half we've came out and, I mean, to be fair to Taylor, it does kind of redeem himself because he has a really good shot that takes a bit of a deflection and it goes past Butland, it kind of catches him off guard, and then 4 minutes later, absolutely fucking beautiful kind of counter-attack, a chance for Maeda. He steals the ball off of Balogun, takes it down on a beautiful touch and just hits it hard and low through the keeper's legs. Fucking excellent finish. Well, that's awkward. Into the box for Rangers. This is a big chance if he can keep it in play. Tries his best to. Doesn't necessarily work out. I mean, Edgemani's reaction is quite distressed as well because I think he wanted to get more out of the first big chance as well, like the original right there. It's a good block. It's a brilliant step in for Ralston. He had to time that perfect. And they just can't necessarily. Well, I thought it was a block actually. He just scuffed the shot that badly. My bad. Ball into the box. Rangers still have it though. Cut back. Shot is good! It's a good save for Schmeichel. That could have been dangerous. That looked top bound bin. Well, that top bin bound, I should fucking say. That looked genuinely a threatening chance. Ball into the box is dangerous. All of a sudden, Rangers look like they've switched on a little bit themselves. No, it's absolutely, you're spot on, Brian. This game is by no means done. Force the issue. It's out for, I think, a corner kick there. Schmeichel takes a second to kind of balance things out, I suppose. Oh, that's an awkward touch. No way, man. Oh, no. But Schmeichel. Why is every goal we concede just a laughable mess of defensive errors? I mean, I think the referee's getting spoken to, so I think there's some potential talk. We'll need to kind of see it back, but that is a fucking... just is stupid. Let's see what happens, honestly. Ball out simple enough. Ball into the box is whatever. He's getting held up. Nothing wrong there. Nothing wrong there. That goal will stand. It's 2-2. It's just shit for Angels, man. He doesn't even try and show some body strength. He just gets bodied so fucking easily there. So while one substitution and Scales comes on and majorly improves the team, Angels comes on and gets bodied by Diamonde, who's literally played fucking the entire match and was literally getting bodied comfortably by Bernard. That is silly. Once again, 2 shitty fucking goals. Looks like Kyogo's coming off for either. Kyogo doesn't look too happy, and honestly I don't fucking blame him. We have conceded 2 of the worst final goals I have ever seen. I have to clarify this, by the way, genuinely. A tap in and then like a fucking P-roller that Schmeichel can't get to somehow. Well, 15 minutes to see if there's a late winner in this one for either side. We'll just have to see who's got it. Ida is officially on the pitch though, so maybe there's a bit more of a direct route that we're going to take. That is lovely. Oh my god, that was fucking nearly beautiful football for us. The Rangers will fall over him by the foul. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think that necessarily is the reason why it went in, Robert, let's be real. It's just the fact that Schmeichel made that save just beforehand as well. Yeah, defensively we have not been particularly great. That's a big bounce. Oh, fuck off with your luck there. Chance for Rangers, they could potentially do something with this one. Ball across, he falls over, trying to buy the pit. That is ridiculous. It was offside anyway, so I guess there is that. It's a glaring deficiency, yeah. You're pretty much spot on, Kent. This is just a case of who can make the more defensive mistakes. Honestly, every goal this game has been a defensive mistake. Both the Rangers have been from just stupid defensive positioning moments and a slack pass back. And Rangers was a header back that was not dealt with whatsoever, and then obviously Taylor's deflection. Like, every goal this game has been fucking horrible. Apart from Maeda's, like, Maeda's finish was nice, but like how the chance came about, it wasn't like nice play or build up, it was just them messing up. Both teams really are lucky to be 2 each, honestly. It should be fucking 0-0 if you're actually really considering it. But nonetheless, this is the score we've got. My prediction is dead, which is a bit of a bastard, but it is what it is though. 77 minutes, well 78 minutes now going. That's good for Ida. It's a corner kick by the looks of it. It is a corner kick. I don't know what Propel was doing there. I think he might have had like something in his sock by the looks of it. There's going to be a change in this game. There's going to be more goals yet. Who knows? I mean, right now as the things stand, it's been a very pendulum swing type game. Let's see if Belgium can make up for it. Good ball into the box. It's not that bad. The flick up's not the greatest clearance, so Ralston will pull that one back in. And he puts too much power in it, lands straight in Butland's hands, and they can go again. Goes for like a short pass, and for some reason nobody steps in for that, so Kuhn has to basically cover, and he says to Ralston, why didn't you step out there, mate? Rangers get the ball rolling quickly. Agi's there. Pass to Diamande, looking for routes down that flank. Does find it. Tavernier will go for the cross. There ain't too much else on, so he might as well try it. Headed up and away. Ida will flick that one up and really just buy some time for Celtic to maybe get there. All forward, Tierney's touch isn't the greatest, should be covered by us, and that's going to be a throw-in for Rangers anyway. Come on. That's a good taking touch for Ida. The second touch was fucking awful though, you basically handed him it back. At least he wins the ball though. Maeda, lovely pass through. Ida's on a bit of a chase down between him and Sterling. And he just tries to do his best, wins the throw in at least, I think, off the back of Raskin there. Definitely a hell of a fucking match so far. I mean, the second half has been a lot more overall entertaining than the first. The first was stale as shit. Both teams have came out their shell a wee bit. Good run. Rio. Oh, it could have been better for Maeda. The control should have been there, but and then Giles just gives the ball away stupidly. Why did we bring... I don't think we should have brought him on, honestly. Ball into the box is awful. Butland does spill it, but gathers it comfortably enough before he even gets close to the ground. Could have been dangerous there, but Butland was comfortable enough. And it was half the end of him, just in case. That's a good pop-up. Bit of a chase down his on. Okay, we're not doing the best job when it comes to defending it. We're going backwards a lot. It's popped up and every fucking bounce finds a way to land in their favour. It was going out of play anyway. Hadji does his best to keep it in, but was always going to be unlikely. And Giles just kind of pops it up off of the shoulder of Raskin there, gets another throw in off the back here. Ralston will tee it up again. Well, if there's late drama, then it could be very much like the last final. Good Theorem does well to kind of keep that in play at the very least, but it doesn't look like he's going to cause too many problems. Butland's there. Good tries to go with him just in case there was that loose opportunity, but we all knew that was never really going to work out. Butland's going to send this one long. Who's he going to try and find? It was a mix, I think. He was clearly trying to find a loop up for Ijimane. Doesn't work out necessarily. Carter Vickers might win the knock on for this one. It's out for a throw in. Good catch for Clermont and fellas. I'll live on a hill. That's all I need to say, Caden. Pop up should be gathered by Schmeichel. It is here. Just takes a extra nick off of one of the Celtic players on the way through that. Ball out's decent and McGregor can get a chase down going. He's going to be hustled and hassled, but he gets the ball out to Dyson, and this is where he can do damage. Right idea, it takes a bounce off of somebody there. He's going to go out for a throw in for Celtic. Taylor's going to play it fast. And there's still plenty of time for us to get one more big chance. The same applies to Rangers as well. This has been, I mean, definitely if you're a neutral, it's been a hell of a game, but if you're like, that's a horrible cross. But if you're either side, you're one of the teams in this final, you're not going to be too particularly pleased. You're like, why do I need to suffer? Let's see where we go. Tavernier's going to throw this one as high up the pitch as he can get it to go. Celtic win the first header. The knockdown's not necessarily gathered, so Rangers will be put under some pressure, and honestly the best call you could have made there. Just plays it safe, gets out to the side, because if he did not take the right second touch, he was under pressure for about 4 bodies there. Celtic do get it into the box. It's just kind of spindled dead, roughly. Carter Vickers will gather that one, pops it back into space. You really should take that on your own, son. Should be a foul as well. He's getting hustled by about 2 of them now, and it is pulled back on a foul for him eventually. I think it was Hadji there. Ralston. Back to Carter Vickers. Good exchange pass out towards Giles. The ball over the top is promising. Kuhn's going to have to try and win the battle. He gets knocked on, but he does well to try and maintain it. He's getting hustled and hassled like hell. He wins the ball back though. Kuhn! Oh, come on! That's just, like, lads, you just need to get a shot away there. You just really need to do better to get a shot away there, man. You should not go down in that situation. Great tackle for Taylor to try and get the ball back up the field, and Rangers and Tom just send it straight back to whence it came. But Celtic are appealing, well, are really appealing apparently for something. Referee doesn't seem too interested in it. Rangers have it in the edge of our area, takes that fortunate deflection, finds its way through, still has it, shot is good! Side netting, could have been dangerous, some of the Rangers fans thought it was in, but other side of the net thankfully for us. Scales did just enough to kind of put him off, and Schmeichel probably had it covered at the near post anyway. Looks like Rangers are going to make a final change. What is it showing like this angle? Looks like there's a change made. So it's going to be that Berhane that's coming on, or coming off I should say. Looks like one of Rangers' final changes is on the pitch itself. It's going to be the number 99, it's Daniil. Sent forward by Schmeichel. Maeda will hustle, Tavernier decks him, referee gets away with it. Good spread through, that layoff's decent. Ralston's going to need to chase that, does actually force the issue, and now there's a break and a lot of overlapping bodies there. Play it out to the side, does play it out to the side, in jails, ball is good! Yes! Yes! Nicholas! You beautiful boy! That's why I put you on my thumbnail, baby! It's another late show, boys! It's another one! Gone! We never stop! Doesn't mean that the manager that said it's left. That is instilled into that boy. Go on, Kuhn! Brilliant, brilliant dummy for Angels to start it. Makes up for his mistake. The pass back was fucking pinpoint as well. And the finish for Nicholas, as pristine as a finely found crystal, man. Oh, that is fucking beautiful. And with 3 minutes of the game left, whatever's got left of additional time, Rangers need another goal. Because if they don't, they lose to Celtic once again. But it is a beautiful finish for Celtic. Brilliant counter-attack. Fantastic all-round football there. Rangers need a miracle now. Simple and pure. Beautiful bastard, you man. What a fucking game for people with heart problems. I guarantee you there's some old man lying face down unconscious because of this fucking match. It still ain't done. There's still plenty of time to play. Ball into the box, could be dangerous. It is dangerous, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Daniil scores immediately, man. It's like the attack do one good thing and straight away these bellends. That is a carbon copy of a 3-3 draw in the last match. The last time we drew with them 3-3, that's exactly what happened. We score, then immediately our defenders decide to give up. Please tell me that wasn't Scales mocking him, man. This fucking Carter Vickers. No, man, you just had to. He gets caught between two men. Ralston tries to come back across to help him, but by then he's way too late, can't get up beside him. Carter Vickers just switched off. Doesn't even attempt to jump. You're fucking kidding me. That is poor for you, Carter, no matter what you say, man. You don't even attempt to fucking, like... Ugh. That ain't on Ralston. He has to cover basically about 20 fucking yards to get back to even get close to that. Carter Vickers just stood there. Stupid cunt. Fair enough. What a game. Like, as I was previously stating, if you have fucking heart problems, this match is a pain in the ass. Oh, now Butland will go down because he's a time-wasting fuckhead. Man, nothing to your game is good, pal. Get up and play on. Nah, man, Carter Vickers, mate, that's a joke. Like, he sees the ball's coming down, and rather than trying to jump, he just turns around and, like, half, like, limps out to try and get a hold of him somehow. Just piss poor, man. Fucking piss poor. Looks like it is going to be extra time. I guess I'm live for longer than I need to be. Butland sends it forward. Good touch. Rangers are the ones that are trying to break away with this one. Ralston does very well to win that ball. Tries to get put. That's a foul, surely. 100% a foul, yeah. It's like a striker waiting. Yeah, genuinely. Just does not fucking. It just does not mark his man even anywhere near as good as he should have. I mean, like, if both of these teams played this for the first minute, you can imagine what the scoreline genuinely could have been. Brendan's got to be thinking about new defenders, I know. We've got 6 additional minutes, 5 left to play as we stand. Taylor. Comfortable enough, steps inside. If there is a late winner, holy shit, man. Remember when we were saying next goal wins at 1-0? That was not the fucking case. It's turned into a classic game now. Celtic have came back, then fucking Rangers have came back. If you're a neutral, you're loving this match. The first half was dead as fuck, but the second half has been brilliant for both teams. Taylor. McGregor, that's decent. Rio, out towards the right hand side. Here's Kuhn. Again, for those that are like 20-30 seconds ahead, limit the fucking spoilers. If there is a late goal, don't fucking type it in the chat. Don't ruin it. Especially if Ben Carter Vickers is raging at that. It's a yellow card for him. Beaton's obviously just raging, but he did clip him. I'm not sure how bad he clipped him, but he did clip him. Oh, he actually won the ball cleanly. Never fucking mind the referee's a bailing. That's a yellow card offence to you, you prick. Carter Vickers makes that honestly makes sense. There you go. One set of rule for one, another set for the other. Rangers are just going to send this one long. There is no other alternative, to be honest. Good pop-up bounce. That's a steal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Run forward, Rangers do get into the box. I don't like that. Get it away. Get it away. Get it away. Yeah, okay, corner kick. For free, aye, fuck off, guys. Do not. There's about 3 minutes left of additional time, man. Agi, into the box. Popped up and away, Celtic should retain it. We do, and the breakaway could potentially be on. Maeda's going to have to scoop this through. He gets pulled down. That's going to be a foul, surely, yep. It's a professional foul, that one 100%. Yellow card's brought out. God damn. I don't even think Maeda would have been able to do too much if he got past there, but you just have to take the you just have to take it with a grain of salt. And Giles has got down that side. Probably that's a throw in for Rangers. I didn't see where it kicked off, like, honestly. Referee was standing in there. 4-4 in pens. I fucking hope not, man. The fact that I need to sit here and do extra time's enough, you know. If you haven't, please consider subscribing, because I'm going to have to. I'm going to be live until at least like minimum about 6, half 6 now. Ball's propped up and away. I think that's a Rangers throwing again there. 2 minutes left. Yeah, it's been pants, honestly, but he gave us an assist, so I'm not going to say he's horrible. Bit of a chase down there. Butland's under some pressure. I actually did force the issue, and it's given us the ball back, but we've just done the same thing and given it back to them. Yay. Butland will just pick that one up and just burn some extra seconds off the kind of clock, so to speak. I think this is most likely going to go to extra time from this point. I'll be fully honest. Stress, man. A minute left. If there's a winner, it has to come now. Ball sent forward by Rangers. Good pop up. Ball towards the edge of the area. Step in for Rangers. There is a shot. It's thankfully not that dangerous. I think it took a nick off a Celtic body, and I think the last chance of this match will go to Rangers on a corner kick. So I think they'll throw everyone up, Butland probably included in that. I'd be surprised if they don't, honestly. Let's see what happens. Tavernier steps up, swings it in, 96 minutes struck, basically dead now, so it's down to the referee when he blows the whistle. Played shot, long cross into the box. Not really dealt with by anyone. And the referee decides to blow. That's full fucking time. We're going to extra time, boys. This is not fully done yet. We have to suffer just a little bit longer, which is always fun, I suppose. But full time is gone, meaning it's extra time and then penalties. Hell of a match for our outro, man. We felt the absolute lowest of the low. We've been insulted by Rangers fans, we've then been leading, we've then insulted Rangers fans, then we've brought it back, and since that point it's been very fucking end to end. Can't say, like, honestly, for how shit the first 45 minutes was, my god. On television, Marcia. It's on Premier Sports 1, if you're wanting the actual channel that it's on, Chief. I don't know if you're outside America or what. But well, if you're outside the UK, in America, I'd imagine like CBS or some shit. Man, what a game of football. 3-3 against a poor Rangers team that had 2 days less rest. It's not as if we were that much better, Chief. We had probably the worst first half of the season. Yeah, Forest wouldn't be a bad change. Honestly, I wouldn't say it's that horrible. Good save, Schneid. Good save. Oh shit! I need like a wee second just to mellow the fuck. I don't know how this game's going to go for you, honestly. It's just a case of who wants it more for this point, but I really don't want it to go to penalties. Like they train for that exact scenario, man. We do not convert that often, so he's not been the best tonight, but again, he came through with a very clutch assist in the 86th minute. That's like a good enough contribution. Like, I'm not saying he's been great, because he hasn't. He's been very middle of the park. You know, you wouldn't say it's up there with the better performances. But I think overall, not the worst. At least he kind of did something. But it's the fact that like Carter Vickers really pisses me off with that, man. Because if he just stands his ground, if he doesn't allow Daniel to get off the back of him, that's easily defended, and this game's over and done, and we're celebrating winning a title, or winning a cup. You know what I mean? And he's showing the stats here, 65% of the ball, 10 shots, 7 on target. Rangers have had 18 shots, 8 on target. Because a lot of their shots have been sailing over the bar. I was saying that earlier on. They've kind of... Well, no, it can't be James Faratati, because then you'd be taking a fucking midfielder off for a winger, and that's just not smart. I know, we're all kind of like unanimously like, oh shit, what happens for here now? What genuinely goes down? Like, do we come through? I don't know, man. Like, you can really make a case for either team to really come out and do things. It's all about bench options and who has it in them, essentially. And I mean, both teams are tired, both teams are coming in on a few European draws, but stress. That is the nicest way to fucking put it, man. It is just pure, absolute, unfiltered stress. On top of the fact that it's just constantly doing that outside my window, I swear to God, man. See Mother Nature, she is clearly, it's on her time of the month, it is, Stevie. Bitch is raging about something. Case in point. Another 30 minutes of suffering. I know it's always fun. I think we're about to get underway for it though, so I think we'll go back onto this screen. Because we're underway. Extra time is good. We got basically a little bit more suffering to go through, essentially, man. Yeah, genuinely, Blin, you're spot on. Like, there is nothing else you can really say except that lazy as hell. But we have hope. We can still have a decent, you know, extra time stint and see this game out. It's just about having a bit more energy than them. And immediately we're trying to prove that point. You shouldn't have tried to step through there, you fucking idiot. You had about 3 open options and instead he's just allowed Rangers to get a really good counter-attacking chance. Fuck yourself for doing that. I don't know what change we've made, but I think it's Valet that's on. I think that's the change we've made. I'm honestly not too sure. Looks like it for you, but I couldn't honestly say. It's going to be stressful, man, but we've got a good game going here at the very least. There's a good break forward. Let's see where we're going with this one. Ball through was respectable. I think it should still be a Celtic ball at the very least. It is. It's a throw in for us, so we'll take it. Yeah, I mean, basically every goal, with the exception of Celtic's third, they've all been from defensive errors one way or another, right? And that's like the assimilation of what the problem is with Celtic and Rangers right now. There's just no consistency with the defensive end. Sometimes you get a good performance and they keep a clean sheet and they look fine, and then other times it's like this, where they don't really face that many shots on target, but half of them find the net anyway, just because they're not used to it. But we're doing alright. Like I said, we had a much better second half than we did the first, but the question is, we're used to being like a first and second half team. What happens when there's a whole extra stint after that? Is there like a super rare variant of us that comes out that's like a fucking, you know, a Super Saiyan Blue or some shit, you know what I mean? Aye, unpredictable is definitely the word for it. Sent forward by Butland. Let's see where this one goes. Nowhere. Should just bounce out. Celtic throw in. Just a classic challenge. Oh, Scales, no, not like that, man. Do not. Fucking hell. Apparently, oh, it's a free kick, because of course it is. Yellow card and all, because this cunt loves giving out cards to anyone that isn't blue card. What do you fucking mean? No, Czerny just falls on his arse. He doesn't get touched there. Pulling the shorts. That's ridiculous. That's a foul nowadays, seriously. Pretty sure they were doing that shit the entire fucking match, but we move. They have a free kick on the edge of the area. It's very dangerous, actually, and a fucking
class area. Sometimes we play like we're in Barcelona, but the first half was that painful if I'm honest. We're playing like Southampton this game. Genuinely, yeah. I'd say it's more like Everton. Sometimes we do just enough to be alright, and that's about it. Well, yeah, we're having a miserable game, but we're still in it, you know. That's the kind of positive you can take, but it just feels really stale at times. It's certainly in an area that can do damage. Let's hope that's not the fucking case, because if it is, I'll be raging. Oof, it was a dangerous free kick as well. Tav got some good dip on it, but it just kind of upped a bit too high. Came down a little later than he would have liked it to have. I love how they're showing every angle impossible to be like, as should this have been a pet? It was definitely not, it was filled on the outside of the box. Scales just sends that one forward, but to nobody in particular colours, so it's about who gets the rebound. And for some reason we've just left our entire back line open. Oh, that's a good tackle, Skipper, that's how you redeem yourself. And Giles just gets it back through into space. Ralston, he gets fouled there, absolutely gets fouled there. I don't know if it's a foul or a throw in, I haven't really seen that one. And there's a yellow card coming out for Jamani as well though. He definitely catches them, that's 100% true, but again, yellow card for that. It's just like a challenge, you know what I mean? Played into space. Eyed up. Good ball forward, lovely control for Kuhn, but he's getting bodied and pushed and shoved around, but somehow it's a foul for Rangers, because three... Don't you fucking touch Kuhn in that... See, you're asking, mate, you can get fucking straight back to Belgium, you can't... Don't do that shit, man, like, come on to Christ. Just try to start shit for the sake of it, mate, no offence. Kuhn is German, you are Belgian, historically, there is one winner. A good break down that side for Rangers. That's a good bounce back. I should fall for Ralston though, comfortably enough. Schmeichel. Simple pass. Here's McGregor. I haven't seen too much for the captain over the last 20-30 minutes of football or so. That's a foul surely as well. Yeah. That's you're going to get carded for that. He just punted the ball straight out into space as well. Rangers are getting frustrated and so are Celtic. Oh, he didn't call him for that. Ball over the top is decent. It's Maeda onside. He was, but fuck off. The referee's forced us to play it back. Are you taking the piss? We just had a perfect ball in behind. What the fuck do you mean we need to stop there? No, that's dodgy as shit. Why the fuck did he do that so fast? He wasn't offside or anything. Because the ball was like a fucking foot further than it should have been. Whatever, mate, fair enough, beaten, just make it all about you again, you fat bastard. Ball over the top is dangerous, but he was offside as soon as I mean, you could tell from the initial pass through he was behind his man there. Van stepped in well enough. Well, it's all well and good having a lot of the ball, but we haven't done too much with it, especially in extra time so far. Takes a big bounce off a Rangers player, it's another Celtic throw-in. Well, time's running out thick and fast for either team to get a winner here. We've got about 5 minutes left of this, and then, well, about 7 minutes left of this, give or take, and then the extra 15. If nothing can be decided in that time, it's penalties. We've been live a little bit longer than I would have expected by now. I was hoping to have this done and ramped up in 2.5 hours, I'll be honest, but Aggie's not too happy with that. What do you mean my audio's shit? If you're talking about the wind, I can't do anything about that, mate. I don't control the forces of wind.
nothing, it's definitely an issue on your end, I'd imagine. Played out. Carter, take your fucking time, mate. You are really leggy looking now, Carter, man. You need to wake the fuck up and ASAP. Ball's played inside. Rio's taking a run. That's a good ball. The touch is shit though. Arm, come on, man. The pass in behind was more than fine. But the touch was fucking shit. Look, why would you take it up? What's that? Why are you trying to fucking control that on your good foot? Just like trust your bad foot to tee it up, man. Fucking lazy. Simple touch here and you've got a one-on-one with the net, man. Referee says no foul for that. That's interesting. Cherny's got it instead. That's really fucking interesting. That looked like a foul. Ball into the box. Rangers have a ball whipped way over the top. That might get all the way out to the other end. Rangers might keep it in play. They do just about that. But Celtic are claiming that the ball went out. Ball into the box. Schmeichel claims it. That's just two wrong decisions back to back that the referee's got wrong. And I think Schmeichel's just landed weird because he's immediately gone to his ankle. Looks like Rangers are going to be bringing on DeSers as their change. The most that will happen is sometimes this mic will cut out, cause some issues here and there. Love that enthusiasm, Schneb. I mean, I don't know, it didn't look like Schmeichel landed all that weird, I'll be real, but... No, that touch was not 10 million, it was more like 10 rubles. That is their change confirmed. The Sers is on, Ajimani's off. Oh, 100% Fraser, Chief. You could make that case for either side, honestly, but when you get big chances like that, you need to take them. Simple and pure. You can't afford not to, and we just wasted one or two chances that we shouldn't have. Well, 5 minutes left to the first period, whatever's left after this. It's all down to fate, basically. 15 minutes to decide, because I don't think anything's really going to happen in the final 4 minutes of this. It just seems to be very side to side. Carter Vickers has just been taken out a belter there, and that may be a card immediately for DeSers. Yeah, he's in the book within a minute of coming on. He did go for, oh yeah, I mean he went through him late as hell. I thought like Carter Vickers overreacted a wee bit, but he does catch him, studs up. It's not a red offence, he just kind of catches him late. The faith is still firmly there, don't you fucking worry about that. It's tad, Schneeb. Carter. Played back by Ralston. Schmeichel just cuts it across for Scales. And for Rio, gets away for his man, that's good for him. Ball out's decent. And Giles does well to step in on his man, and that opens up a lot of lanes. He uses the right hand side. Ralston. To Kuhn, just steps inside, takes it easy, back towards and Giles. Ralston goes for a form of cross, I suppose. He just doesn't really pin me as the crossing type. That was shit. Oof. It's getting fucking dicey, man. You can feel it. You can feel it a wee bit. A few people have gone down with cramps, so I might as well just like plug a little bit. Hi, hello. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. We've been live for 2.5 hours now, which is about usually when we end, so we're live for a wee bit extra. If you don't mind, please like the stream as well. Best thing you can do to keep us in the algorithm and to make sure that we get recommended to more people when we do future streams. That is all. Thank you very much. Back to this one. There we go. and eventually gets it away. Valid thing, man. Time to bring out the weapons, Shane, make the... Oh, man, no. Man, he'd come on and find a way to throw the game. He just headed it straight into Schmeichel's net. That's a good tackle. The pass was awful though, man. Rangers are playing their midfield centrally approach of game again and it's working out for them. Ralston steps in. Respect that attempted cross for Rangers, but Celtic clear it away. It's going to be another throw in. Ain't too much time left. And Gilles will grow as time goes on. I guarantee you that, man. He'll get better as he kind of fits in with the system. But we have too many good midfielders right now, so it's hard to pick a consistent midfield three, and that was clearly the issue. Specifically in the first half, because I don't think Bernardo and Atati were just... they didn't make sense, honestly. That's awkward. Rangers are not necessarily... well, I mean, that should be a foul anyway, but I think they just wait play on instead. And that should be a Celtic throw in. Decent. Good hustle there. I like that for Rio. Maybe should have passed that a bit earlier, but under the pressure he was put under. Decent. It's only a minute of additional time, and then we'll have like a 2-3 minute break before the second stint of it kicks up. Looks like Forrest is going to be the last change that we make. It's a case of who decides to come on for. Is it going to be Maeda or is it going to be Kuhn? Ralston goes for the long switch. I like the fact that Maeda just lingered in case. Tati heads it back, comfortable enough. Back towards his man, no real problems there. Tati being a massive passenger again. I wouldn't say that, Joseph. He's just being forced to play more of a refined role because Gilles is playing ahead of him. If he's not really willing to give a lot of fouls either way here, it's just going to fall the way back through to Schmeichel in the end, and that will probably be the first stint of extra time. A few players reaching around their like legs and groins and stuff. Czerny is holding his groin. It looks like he's maybe tensed up a wee bit, but that's the first half of extra time done and dusted. Nothing to really note down in terms of chance creation. You'd honestly say there was barely anything. Rangers had like a half crack, but again nowhere near the target. Besides that, Celtic had 1 or 2 opportunities in the box, and Gilles really could have done better with his touch inside. But that's about it. Those are the only real notable things. There's been a lot of cards and stuff, and yeah, every single player basically hits the deck to get like cramps and stuff, because if nothing changes in 15 minutes, they still need to keep going. They still need to push through a penalty shootout, which is always fun. So, you know, we have to keep that in mind, which sucks, but as it stands, still an even game. Yeah, you have 5 normal substitutions, and then in extra time you have a regulated 1. You get like an additional 1. That's why like they were able to bring on the cells, keep in mind. But no team can make any more changes. So it's a case of just who has it in them from this point. But Forrest has his shirt on and he's joining the team talk, so it seems like he's going to be doing so. By the looks of it, it's Kuhn that's came off. I mean, Forrest is on the touchline and it seems like he's talking with the German, so it might be him. Oh, Rangers are bringing on 2 changes. Did they only use 4 in the full 90? Well, I thought they used all 5. I guess I was incorrect. Yeah, 1 per half, because we brought Valet on and there's Forrest, right? So, respectable. Wrong corner Barron. I think Diamonde's gone off. Fair point, honestly, Schneeb. At least we'll have one consistent penalty taker. The second half is underway. If it's any time to do it, it's now. Do or die 15 minutes to basically put yourself down in a wee bit of folklore. It might be the League Cup, but with a game as big as this, you kind of get yourself into folklore one way or another. Of course, hiccups need to start for me right now. That's fantastic. That's good for Ralston. And Giles is just hanging off the edge there. Rolls it back to Carter Vickers instead, just to open up the lanes. But Barn and Cherny are the switch out Rangers has made. I honestly didn't see who the other one was, I'll be real, but that's a good ball out towards the left. Run down that flank is on. Should just do his best to cut inside there. He does eventually, that's nice. Good for Maeda. Holds it up comfortably enough. Pass back is decent. I don't know what the fuck that was, honestly. Right idea for Valet, but the touch was, to put it nicely, piss poor. Very piss poor, but that is what it is. Dav's just going to throw this one as high up as we've seen this basically the entire match. Just try and get it into that like dangerous. Why would you step half in there, Carter? What the fuck are you doing, lad? You're lucky Ralston was there, because that could have been fucking dangerous, by the way. James Forrest scores, it'll be icing on the cake, because if we win this, he'll become the club's most decorated player in terms of honours. That's like a close-up picture in baseball, getting the final strikeout. It's just like that perfect like scenario. Maeda's done his best to try and force his way through there, but Forrest is on for Kuhn, so that's... I don't want to see penalties respectfully, Cornbo. Absolutely not. No, it came off his hand as well, actually, to be fair. Well, we play the foul, let's go. Valet has it, just goes side to side, eventually picks out Rio. Plays it back towards Scales, simple enough pass, comfortable enough pass as well. Decent for Carter to just about beat the trap set by Rangers there, and Celtic look to be moving with a bit of pace, but Giles just, his first touch is shit. Like, when he has a good first touch, like, yeah, great, but like, you need to be able to do that like fucking way more consistently. Ralston's done well to get through with that one. Plays it into space, I like that. Not trying to do too much. Forrest, first few touches of the ball, manages to weave between everyone else, and has it. Simple ball back across to Carter. Looking for any route in behind here. Rio's got open options, opts to play it out towards the left hand side. Scales looks for the wrong cross, but there was just way too much on that, man. Again, the long ball ain't working, so why fucking try it, Scales? That is just stupid, son. Do not do that ever again. And now Raskin, who's been basically a shithouse merchant for the whole match, is down and needs to fucking have assistance. Why not like say that when you were like fucking standing off the side of the park 4 minutes ago? Excellent. I guess when they have like an extra break, it just means there'll be a additional time. But it seems like he's cramped up. He's on his feet fine enough now. A good 50 seconds, a minute off the clock, but in the very least we're back into play. Button's going to send this one long. Good steal for Ralston again, at least he forces it forward. And Giles for some reason tries to do that and it fucking messes with McGregor a belter. That's lovely for Carter Vickers though. Rangers goes for that long ball forward. Maeda's on the chase just in case. The touchback is respectable. Rangers will need to take a good first touch here and they just flick it on. It's maybe the safer option there. Exactly that, Rob. The guy's going to have bad games, and again, it's not as if he's had a horrible one. He still came through with an assist. I'm not saying he's been the worst player on the pitch. There's a few players that have had individually bad errors. That's a good touch for Valet, and that could have. I don't get why you are trying to be fancy with the flick-ons, lad. Like, Maeda should have just took a touch past that through, because Valet was expecting him to just take a lay-off run. Nearly caught each other out cold there. Thankfully it bounced off our Rangers shot and went out for a throw in, but we still have it. Scales. Good pass inside for McGregor. Hatate lays it back to the skipper. 110 minutes have officially been and gone. We're getting to that. Ralston's just been elbowed a belter, by the way. Fuck's sake. Referee's not stopped it, but Ralston stayed down. Surely that I was going to say a card has to come out at some fucking point. Hadji's in the book. I could see that off the side of my eye there. He kind of leaned into him and caught him cold-blooded. Ralston's no feeling too good. As he leans into him, his shoulder kind of pops up and hits him like on the chin near enough. Aye, pretty much it, man. Couldn't have said it better myself. How you doing, Sean? Nice to see you, man. Come on, Celtic is exactly the right attitude to have. Ralston to Forrest. Can the Scots combine to just do something absolutely blissful when it matters? Oh, good hustling for Ralston to get back to that. Just doesn't take any problems. Skip pass is decent. Valley's touch isn't the best. He does keep it under control though, so give him credit where it's due for that much. He's giving the ball away, but Carter sends it straight back to him. Lovely pass, and Rio gets a second bite of the cherry. And that ball forward's much more dangerous. Butland has to come out and clean it. Like the right time to come out and claim it. He had Maeda and Hatate basically overlapping to try and get to that one. Didn't necessarily work that time, but back to a positive note there. No major chances for either side yet. Can someone let me know how we're doing in terms of likes? About like 50. That's like the usual medium. Nah, I wouldn't say it's a red. It's just as his shoulder follows through. That should be a foul as well, though. And Gill's trying to move the knee out of the way. They're starting to kind of time waste a bit, Rangers now, which makes sense, honestly. Rio laid off towards the left hand side. Valet just run at him, give him a something. Ball into the box is decent. Chance is there. Ida's still got it. It's bubbling and bouncing around. There's claims for something. Referee's not interested in it. Alright, someone change that pronto, please. Extra like, thank you. Scales. Oh, lovely dummy for Valet. It's opened up some lanes for him. Ball in the box isn't particularly threatening. They just clear the lines again. Celtic head it back in. Adji wins the first knock on. Should go back to Scales. He'll let that run out for a throw in most likely. Oh, he actually keeps it in play, fair enough. Volley out to Carter. Some good exchanges down that side. As Mother Nature makes our feelings fucking known, I swear to God, man, I need to move house. That's a good step inside. Hadji's got there. Good touch. How's your control? Decent, Ralston. We love to see that, big man. That's using your strength effectively, Ralph. Good for Forrest. Gets it central. Back to Forrest. Still going Forrest. Still going Forrest, but he can't get the third bounce his way. Celtic will hustle. Win the ball back. Great challenge. Decent for Ralston. Gets it back into space. Come on, man. McGregor back to Carter. Vickers just keeps it composed, simple enough. Tries to go behind somehow. Carter Vickers is on the chase again, but that was always going out to play. It came after a Rangers shot though, so it makes sense. Let Carter get back into his defensive position, boys. 15 minutes left. Not 15 minutes left, 5 minutes left, and then we'll know in 15 who's ahead anyway. That'd be bliss if we could, Schneb, but that's very rare territory. That's just poor communication between Ralston. I mean, all of the Scotsmen there. McGregor passed between them, and neither Forrest nor Ralston wanted to take the gamble and run towards it, so I guess that's how that works. Barron's going to try his best to just throw this as high up the field as he can. Time is ticking for either side to get this. You feel like if there's a goal now, it surely would kill the game. Celtic just opted to take the ball simple. Don't know what Giles was doing there, but Carter has the right idea. Just throw it forward, force the issue. Either wins the head up, gets out for another Rangers throw. Stop trying to play long balls by it. So just keep it on the ground. Try and play through them. It's a wee bit stale. Now, you know what I mean, both sides seem to be cementing themselves to the fact that penalties might be a real possibility. Is there on the chase down? The clear up isn't exactly great. Real will do his best to force the issue, just bumps into his man though for some reason. I don't get why. That was silly. I feel like the last time either of us went to penalties, it was Rangers that won, right? It was in the semi-finals back in like 2015, 16, or the season before maybe, I'm not too sure. Ball sent forward. Challenges there, good touch for Forrest, but the second one isn't particularly great. Arm does well to get in front of his man. Doesn't necessarily get there though, unlucky. Van thought he was going to throw it to Neil there, but he actually goes straight up for the Cells, which is pretty commendable, honestly. Maida's in a bit of a battle with Hadji and Tavernier. Gadji's to get up, not fit Hadji, sorry, for Tavernier. Eventually it falls down, Valley gets there, ball out's decent for Art. A bit better for the Belgian. Ball in behind's decent as well. Ralston does force the corner, that's a bit better, just trying to force something. Proper steps in. And Celtic will have a chance. Ralston's holding the back of his leg, but he doesn't have a choice, he'll have to see this game out basically. One's going to switch to kind of switch on it. He'll be the one taking the corner. Gets Forrest to stand off it. My hope is that it's an outswinger then. We better not be playing it short, and if we are playing it short, it better be crossed immediately. Because this is why you just start throwing everything, see what sticks. Bounces around, Rangers will clear that one comfortably enough, but Celtic will retain the ball. Wasn't the best pass away. Forrest. Flick over was just not, like, if that's too many times you've done that, Scales, man, respectfully fuck off now. Like, once fair enough, man, but like that's 3-4 times in a row where you've had like an easy chance to just take a touch, pass it out and get a cross away, and instead you try and do a fancy wee Trivela flick into the box where nobody's going to be. Swung up and high. And the down should be a Celtic throw in. It's basically a minute and then whatever's left. This is a mutual exchange of respect between the two and there, but time is running thin. Ralston yanks it forward, does what he can. It's going to bounce out, he'll basically just be forced to do the exact same thing again. thrown forward, and Giles tries to force it. Rio with a pop up. When he bounces around, it should fall back to Scales. One side being Man United 1-0. That doesn't surprise me, man. Schmeichel might just send this long, does. Forrest tries his best to force the issue, and Arn's on the chase down, at least trying to make it awkward. Rangers get it out, and I think that might be penalties. We're literally on the referee's clock now. I hate this. It has to come down to the worst fucking, like, penalties. Great. We love to see it. That's always interesting, that's always fun and dandy, and makes me feel happy inside, but nonetheless, that's what's happening. Got to give credit to both teams, honestly. I mean, I gave both teams a ton of shit in the first half because they were the stalest performances I've seen for either side, respectively. Man, that 45 minutes was hell. Rangers got their goal because Celtic basically fucking handed them it. Second half starts and it was basically the same thing. Rangers made a massive mistake. Celtic managed to get into it, get 2-1 up. Then obviously, you know, Rangers equalised, managed to bring themselves back in it, and then we score 3-2, 86 minute. You think, right, surely that's it. And then Carter Vickers just had that moment of fucking just stupidity, honestly. And it's going to be decided by the very thing that we hate the most, honestly. I do not like penalties whatsoever, but nonetheless, that's where we're going. I will say, for anyone that's in chat that's ahead of time, limit the spoilers if you can. Right, there's people that are delayed, there's people that are 2, 3, 4 minutes delayed, so obviously do your best to, you know, not totally ruin it. Big Schmeichel. Yeah, honestly, he needs to be. How you doing, YouTube? Come hell of a name, man. Chelsea fan here, absolutely hate Rangers. Oh. That's usually you put those two together, honestly. I mean, fair enough, my guy. Well, I mean, we'll have a penalty shootout to decide fate, but it's really just that it comes down to luck. This is straight up luck now. There is no skill involved. It's just if the keeper decides the right way and you decide the right way, that is it. That is the only factors that decide this now. You can't make a case of who's been better over the course of the game. You'd say Rangers had definitely better stints in certain aspects of the match, but when Celtic had that 20 minutes at the start of the second half, we were a different fucking breed. Penalties it's going to be heartbreaking for whatever side loses, honestly. Yeah, honestly, I hate this too, Megan. It's pain. It's that time. It's that time. Do we gain any more subscribers? We did not, but we gained like 10 today, so thank you very much. That's very nice. The coin toss. Now this is where things get interesting, because it's of course who do you take them in front of. So and they're just waiting to see who I think they're waiting for Tavernier to do the coin flip, honestly. And just will come good hopefully, but starting to think there's a good 20-year-old playing in the Bundesliga. Yeah, there would have been a lot of big teams interested. I mean, there were, to be fair, but we were the ones that took the gamble on. Aye, too right flush, honestly. It'd be heartbreaking no matter what happens, man. Let's just hope fate favours us. Looks like we'll be shooting in the Rangers' end, which is always fun, I guess. So they get the advantage. Oh, he's trying to fire a match with it. That's not going to be good, man. Let's fucking win this. Let's get it done. Out of the rosary beads done, right, man? Any one of yous have sinned, throw a couple of Hail Marys out right now. Get them at your system, man. We need all the lot we can get. I'm going to do my best not to really look at chat until something happens. We never win out. No, generally not. The last 3 penalty shootouts we've been in, it's always been in front of the away end.
Apart from that one COVID game against Hearts, but even then they still won the coin toss. There was just no fans. There's Rangers that are going to be teeing up first. Schmeichel's just asking to feel the ball, make sure it's in good nick. Fair enough. Fingers crossed, Tom. Fingers crossed. From this point forward, I ain't looking at chat, not until it's over. Come on. I mean, I'm an atheist too, honestly. Doesn't hurt to throw a couple of Hail Marys in to be safe. Oh, it's that pure, like, spinny feeling in my stomach that's came about now, and I don't like that. But it's time I need to step up first. Please, miss. First one, it's a good penalty. Schmeichel goes the right way, but it's hit with enough height that it goes into the net. Rangers get the first one. But unlucky for Schmeichel's perspective. Maybe could have done a wee bit better to move a bit earlier, but it was a well placed penalty. Can't argue with that one too much. The skipper gets the ball rolling for them. It's going to be Adamai to step up for us. Come on, boy. No faith, no first, no so just stick it in. Come on. Ida steps up. Good penalty. Fucking great penalty, Ida. Pure composed, picks his spot, doesn't change his mind. Sends Butland the wrong way. Fabulous penalty. If the keeper went the right way, that was a really savable shot. It's going to be Ayanis Hadji that's coming up to take Rangers second. Your kid picks the worst fucking times to throw up, guys. Come on. Hadji looks focused, steps up. Oh, it's just about going in, man. Fuck off, Schmeichel. Like, you're starting to rip the cunt now. What's Hadji doing? You're acting like that was a good pit. Like, that is a fucking stupid. Like, Schmeichel should have done better there. He jumps to the right at the last second for some fucking reason. If you just committed there, you bare end. Fucking ridiculous. McGregor's going to step up for our second. Go on, Skip. Your man namesake, do not do this to me. McGregor, good penalty. Sends Butland the wrong way again. Two really good penalties for Celtic back to back. Schmeichel's guessed the right way in both times, but hasn't got his hands to either or. If you guess the right time a third time in a row and you don't fucking save it, I'm going to start getting annoyed. Should have saved the second one. Has a chance to maybe fucking make amends here. 2 for 2. It's going to be Daniel that steps up. The man that scored the third for Rangers, if I remember right. Ian taking his time to tweak the ball, just puts it down, steps back. Daniel steps up. Well taken penalty, picks his spot, places in, basically exactly what McGregor just did right before him. Cannot argue with that. Just it's the wee faint sidestep that he does is actually quite clever. Now it's a Belgian, it's Arn that's stepping up. Our most expensive signing. Yeah, he's been pretty good with penalties this season, in fairness to him, but this is a massive one. Come on. Steps up. Butland went the right way, but the penalty was well taken. Very well struck penalty. Very similar to Tav's, basically, you know. Picks his spot, doesn't really worry about it. Keeper goes the right way and just can't stretch his arm out in time. 3 apiece. It looks like it's Connor Barron to step up to take the fourth.
Schmeichel's just trying to do the kind of like Schmeichel's just trying to do the mind game thing. The Baron's ready to go. Let's see what happens. Steps up. Yes! Yes, Schmeichel! Yes, Schmeichel, it's a save! The Great Dane comes in clutch! Picks the right spot and does not miss this time! Gets his glove on it! Celtic have the advantage! Rio has a chance to put us in the good here. Oh man, I can actually hear my heartbeat. I can hear my fucking heartbeat. I don't like this. Atati steps up. Powers it in top corner. Brilliant penalty, a beauty. His reaction says everything. That is a scream of frustration. Beautiful penalty. And if Rangers miss, it's over. Who is going to be the one that takes the pressure penalty? Because even if they score, whoever steps up next for Celtic can make themselves fucking heroes. It looks like Butland's stepping up. The goalkeeper is stepping up. Now this would be interesting. Keeper versus keeper. Jack Butland, if he misses, Celtic are fucking just... Please. Oh, it goes the right way, but Butland just about squeezes it in. Fuck right half, man. Casper is going like the right way 4 out of the 5 times. It's Dyson. Right. I don't believe in gods, but I know the Japanese have a shit ton of them. I hope every single one of them have their fucking souls extending and touching the back of Maeda's boot as soon as he strikes that ball. I'm standing up, man. Man, my legs are... Oh, dude, I feel it jelly. I feel it jelly. I don't like this, man. Please. Please, Dyson, man. Steps up. Yes! 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 Get to the you pricks! Thank you fucking God! Thank you, God! Oh, it's a perfect penalty! It's over! Back in your fucking place, man! Oh! Thank you, Christ! Thank you, God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Celtic do it again, man! Even at our worst! Even at our worst! We don't lose! I don't fucking believe it. Honestly, Rangers, fair fucking dues, man. What a match. What a fucking match. Yes, man! What a way to win it. What a way to win it, man. We hate penalties. We hate penalties. But we're coming through. Boys. Oh. Dyson Maeda, man of the match. The goal, the penalty, the pressure, the assist. Thank you, you beautiful boy. Oh. Oh, my heart, man. Dude. I don't like this feeling, man. Fucking hell. Every single nerve ending in my body feels like it's on fucking fire. Guys, honestly, bud, I feel so bad for you because it feels like it's the same every time. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. What a shit first half. But after that we woke up. You know what happens now, man. I need to yell. I've already done a lot of yelling, but tradition, every time we win, I yell, so... Oh my God, man. Fucking love this club. For the victory! And a fucking well-earned one! And for the win.
Fucking yes! Oh, that's good. That is a good feeling. We deserved. Well, I mean, fucking honestly, either team deserved that. Rangers could have earned it, Celtic could have earned it, but at the end of it all, it's the team on top that does it. Get it right around them. Oh, I'm in pain. I'm actually in pain. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. I love this game. I hate this game. I love this game. Sometimes it's maybe good, sometimes it's maybe shit. But we fucking win, and that's what matters. Honestly, my Ada needs like a statue, a book, a movie. Just like an entire like section dedicated to like that. Fucking honestly, man. Thank God. Thank God our fucking penalty takers were on it today. Our penalties were brilliant. I feel bad for Rangers because their penalties were just as good. Schmeichel just guessed the right way once and just about got enough on that. Honestly, man. I literally said that earlier on, Flash, even at our worst, we can't be beat. It's so fucking... Like, I do not know how we have done that. I have no idea. Ah! What a fucking game, man. Honestly, any Rangers fan in chat, genuinely, fair play. Yous are definitely better than yous were the last time we played, because that could have gone either way. But champions do what champions do, man. That's what we do. That's what we're fucking built to do. We come in clutch when it matters, and that's all that matters, man. Oh my God. I'm just going to spark a joint for this. I'm going to go silent for a minute because I can physically feel my heart going like this right now. I need to take a moment, so bear with me, okay? Oh. Oh, man. Nothing will be better. I mean, I was too busy screaming over in the corner, but when I watch the highlights back, and I will be watching the highlights back, don't you fucking worry. I'm going to be looking behind the goal. I'm going to be looking at everyone's faces to see if I can find someone funny. Because if we lost today, I would have had so many clips it would have been like taken out of context. I told Taylor to kill himself, told the referee to jump off a bridge. I think I told Schmeichel to fuck himself once as well. And I think that's about the extent of it. So it's not as bad as usual, actually, honestly. I think it could have been way worse. But nonetheless, you know, you have to kind of take it at face value. Oh, that's very kind. Laura Scott, thank you for joining us, love. I appreciate that. Someone else joined us as well. Well, we nearly went up to, like, we gained about, how much now? 13. That's good for a cup game, actually. Do we really count Al Halal though, Rab? No offence, man, but they basically had like the easiest route to every title level. You don't get a better derby than that though. Honestly, that's why so many fucking people around the world, even if they don't like Scottish football, they will say the Old Firm always brings drama. Regardless, it could be the stalest 0-0 in the world, there's always still a talking point. Fair enough, Stephen. I mean, I won't go into specifics or anything like that, you know what I mean, but fucking... Aye. You know, I've said some pretty vile shit, I'll be honest, but I also, like, it was in good faith, you know? Like, Taylor frustrated me like fuck, man, because my God, was he... Like, he was brilliant for the first half an hour. The man was absolutely just incredible. Cannot say anything, like, bad about him, and then he just made that mistake. Allowed Barami in, and it wasn't necessarily... perfect, let's say, but my God, man. 119. That's a good number, boys. It means when we win that title, the big 1-2-0, we're back on form, man. But it just shows you how fucking fierce this rivalry is. As much as you want to sit there and talk about Rangers history, this, that, the next thing, they're a club that still cares. Right, man, their fans, you can tell, honestly, because, I mean, I was preemptively expecting to lose, and I had that sorrow in my heart. You probably tell watching me, if you watched that penalty shootout back, I'm just sitting nervy as fuck, and I'm not usually nervous. I hate penalties. It's the one thing that puts me under, like... That's why, like, when Scotland qualified for the Euros and I had to go for a penalty shootout, I had never had such a close call for having a stroke. Just watching that entire thing play out, man. But when it mattered, we come through in the most brilliant way, man. Genuinely. These games put you, oh, fucking tell me about it, Shamrock, man. You couldn't have put it better myself. They might win the Yo-Yo Championship. Hey, they might go for the Scottish Cup. They might try and do like a reverse of what they did last season, right? They sacrificed the League Cup, they'll try and get the actual Scottish Cup, so they have something at the very least. But they'll have to focus on something predominantly now, because that is a big kick in the teeth. Because they did play very good. They played as good as they did against Spurs at times, but that first 45, both teams will look at that and be like, why couldn't we have done more in that initial 30-40 minute stint? Because if both teams played like that from kick-off, that game would have been a cult classic, right? That would have been like a, you know, like, remember Hibs v Motherwell, that 6-5, or was it 6-6? I think it was 6-6, but that type of game. Oh. my beautiful Sunday. It's a good day to be a Celt, boys. That is all I am saying, man. I mean, it's a pain in the ass sometimes because you have minor heart attacks, but man, I'm just so proud, honestly. Can only be what's in front. Spot on, Rab. Could not put it better myself. Don't score. Don't score even penalty. I just win the game. Spot on, Scott. Cannot say it, man. Tune in this thought. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, your Conference League match. Yous have done very well, by the way. I might actually say that, by the way, Shamrock, because yous are not like qualified, but yous have done very good. Or have yous already qualified? Because yous have had an alright campaign. For what I've seen, anyway. League Cup should be now made a youth competition. Just to stop that pain happening again. But we take it as like a youth competition up until like the semis, and then we start playing our main team. Oh, Jason, thank you very much for joining us, fella. I think that might just actually take us to 15-20. Let me clarify. It very much does. Thank you very much, my guy. I mean, the sub goal was 15-15, so 5 extras fucking bliss. Thank you very much, man. To every single one of these. There's still a bunch of people in here just watching me ramble, but if you got any questions, you're more than welcome to throw them in. I don't even need to like debate what the clip is, right? Like, do I even need to? I'm going to do a poll, right? But I don't think there is like even a point in me fucking doing this, because let's be honest, right? Let's be fully honest. Clip. I'm just going to be like pen. 1, and then I don't know. Fucking Maeda's goal, I guess. Like Maeda's like nice finish. And then, nah. There we go. Poll is up, gentlemen. Have your say, have your say, have your say. You've got an opportunity to impact which shot goes up on this channel. And by the way, if you are new here, if you click on my channel, there is a bunch of VODs of basically every stream every game that Celtic have done for the last like 2.5 seasons. So if you like background noise, this is a good channel to actually be subscribed to, because a lot of people actually tell me that's what they use me for. They just put VODs on in the background and it's something for them. But there's also a bunch of short form content. You can absolutely go and check that out as well. You know what I mean? Like, if you want like the short forms, and again, I've been doing them since the start of this season, so for most games there's at least some form of shot. So if you want a roundup, or if you just want to see reactions, I guess, you're more than welcome to go and check them out there, I would say. You know what I mean? Rangers have won. They took Celtic to pens in a cup final, I know. But hey, like genuinely, again, I have a lot of family that are Rangers, so I'm a bit more like neutral-ish. Like, I'm still very much, you know, I mean, you've seen my reaction, right? But in my head, I'm like, if I'm thinking from my brother's perspective, that's a kick in the teeth. That is a massive kick in the teeth, because, I mean, they played fucking class, but Celtic just were a wee bit better in more key moments. Again, coming out of the second half and scoring 2 goals in like 4-minute stint, obviously from when we got our opener, and then we got the second 4 minutes later, we think we win it in the 86, and then coming back for that, both teams showed that there is character in there. It might not be like, you know, it's not like a diamond in the rough. You're not going to spot it for a mile away or anything. But if you take your time to look, you see a wee silver like lining. You know what I mean? And there's positives to take if you're a Rangers fan, 100%, because there were some really good aspects to their play. But it's the same old story for both sides. Defensively, there was just no consistency. There were times where Rangers were defending fucking valiantly as hell, man. They were defending it like they were doing the Fields of Culloden. But unfortunately, they just didn't do it over the course of the entire match, and that's what tripped them up at points, because when Celtic had those 10-15 minute stints in each half, we took advantage of that, right? We made our opportunity kind of goes into place. The penalty save, I suppose, but I mean, I think the penalty reaction's a wee bit better, in my opinion. I mean, I might look over them both, genuinely, but I've already put the poll up, right? It'd be a bit hard to take it away now. Man City, oh, they turned it. In fact, I can actually check that for you right now, because I was about to say that if there's any games that you want me to look up and take a gander at, I'm more than welcome to do so. Man United, let's see. Oh wow, they did actually overturn it. Good for them. Oh well, that is painful as well. Yeah. I mean, a silver lining, I guess, for some people, but that's just funny. No way City have done that. What does that do for the table? Look at Forest go! Look at them. I like Forest, man. I've always liked them since like the Brian Clough days. Absolute bliss. Good for them. Nice to see them there. But City are 5th. Their last 5 is shocking, man. What the fuck? Bournemouth. Fair enough, Bournemouth. Give them credit where it's due. Any other games that you would like me to take a gander at? That one's quite interesting. Casper won us the cup, absolutely. 100%. United have basically won or drawn like within that 1 goal bracket, right? They either draw 0-0, 1-1, whatever, or they win 2-1. That seems to be their thing right now, so fair play to them, honestly. Absolutely fair play to them. Any other games? La Pavona with the League Cup ending, but no. True. I'm just waiting to see them get the wee trophy lift. That's what I'm sticking around for, man, because we're about to see it happen, man. Trophy lift's about to go down. We're vibing, we're jamming. Oh, it's a good day. I mean, it started off quite stressful. Going behind's never fun. But we ball. Good result for Kelly today. Or were they playing? Let me take a gander. Oh, that is really good for them actually. 1-0 against Hearts, and they got fucking red carded as well. That's heartbreaking for Hearts. Pardon the pun. But it's good for Kelly because it basically lifts them straight out and keeps them in Hibs or 9th. Good for them. They must have beat County then, right? I would just pull this up for those that want a quick glamour along and sit it. There you go. 1-0 ended in that game. More than fair. But this game was the one that mattered. Hey, look at that. Oi, beautiful. We love to see it. I know, to be fair, I even did say that when like it kind of panned out. It was like the actual tifo that Rangers did was quite nice. Like Celtic's was class as well, but at least they did it with a bit of like, you know, did it with a bit of like authenticity. But Celtic's was better, I would say. You know what I mean? 100%. I mean, what was it? Their tifo was eyes on the prize, I think. McGregor's calling somebody over. Oh, he's calling everybody over. Nice. I love to see it, man. All across this ancient land, throughout the tests of time, it was music that helped to set us free.
And now it's time to lift the cup. Go on, boys! Do it, Celtic! Lift that bastard. There we fucking go. I can legally in stream now. We did it! 2024 Premier Sports Cup champions. What a shit name for a cup, but 22nd title, 22nd League Cup title, I believe. Very, very good. Or Premier Sports Cup title, as they like to call it. I fucking hate the fact that it's named that. Let's end this wee vote. Let's see. I'm going to guess the penalty would have won. If it didn't, I'll be very surprised. Let's take a gander. Yeah, that does not surprise me in the slightest. There we go. Yeah, number 55, my boy. It's on. We'll chase that next, and then it's just about basically pipping them on both fronts. One season we take away their most successful trophy haul record, and the next, their title record. It's bliss. Is that James? Yeah, that is. James Forrest is now officially the club's most ever decorated player. Like, if you include all his youth cups and all that as well, 100% he's the most successful player to do it, man. This will be the Invincible 2.0, I imagine, by the way. It's always a shout, Rab, but I'll kind of get like, I'll put the first one up and just see how that one does first, because none of them really pop off in terms of views. I just do it for people who missed the game and just want like the brief summarisation, I guess. Most successful team in the world. I know, we can technically claim that. It's a good feeling in some aspects. You feel for them, but at the same time it's funny as hell, man. Like I said to Ali at half time, they'd never learn. They actually need to learn to shut the fuck up and not like assume that they're going to win just because they score one goal. I was like, granted, they could have won the game, very much maybe should have in some aspects, I'm not even going to deny that, but can't say that Celtic didn't deserve it either. Either team really could have made a case to be like, we should have won that game. Thankfully, in the real world, Celtic managed to take it, but on a different day, in an alternate reality, Rangers won that penalty shootout and we're sitting here feeling miserable. So, you know, you have to take the silver linings, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Rangers, you tip your hat to them, because they did okay, but I mean, Celtic were not great. That was like, we came into like third or fourth gear when the second half started. We were not really doing anything for the first 45. Oh, aye, absolutely, man. I hope he gets the finest like mansion estate in Scotland. Honestly, deserves it. You're down and happy in the same hand. Yeah, like it's kind of what I would. It's kind of how like, I'd feel like my brother or my like granddad feels, where it's like at least there was an actual fight this time. Like it doesn't matter what like a Celtic fan says, because you'll have the classic case of people that will be, you know, screaming and shouting, "Oh, we'll beat you again." I'm not going to sit there and pretend like that was a game that we dominated by any means. We dominated parts of it. Rangers were fantastic for parts of it too. Both of them dug in, and especially in the final like 10-15 minutes, both sides were really going at it. Like, the ball was doing this essentially, and you don't see that too often. Like, again, if you compare the first 45 to the like final 20 minutes, you would think you were watching two entirely different matches, because both managers went, do you know what, fuck it, why don't we just go for this? And granted, it backfired for Celtic, because as soon as we scored, we drop our guards and Rangers just put one simple ball over the top and it's a well placed header. But after that, Rangers just didn't really make too many chances. Like, Celtic were the one that were really pushing in extra time to try and get it, so that confidence would have grown, and I think that's what Rodgers would have probably said to them right before they like went up for penalties. He would have just went, lads, have the momentum here, like use that to your advantage. And I mean, Schmeichel was brilliant in the penalty shootout. He nearly saved the first one, nearly saved the second, got fucked up in the third one, and then he saved the fourth. You're like, but Jesus Christ, that Maeda penalty was too calm. Like, it was a P roller, it literally fucking rolled across that line. But it was a great goal, honestly, so I can't take it. Jesus Christ. Well, you learn something new every day, I suppose. All it knows is that we're up there with the, you know, greats of the game when it comes to like trophies and stuff, which is always quite nice. I think I would say anyway. What a day, what a stream. That's all I can really summarise this way, man. Fucking, that was wild.
That was wild in every aspect of the sense, but you know what? I'm quite chuffed with that, honestly. I think we played about as good as we needed to, and we got across the line, and that is all that matters to me. I ain't really focused on anything else. My throat is shot to shit, I'm not gonna lie, but at the very least I get to go and enjoy the rest of my day. I mean, I think I need to go and get my leg key and stuff fixed, because that shit's broke, so that's fun. I'll need to go and get like a new one at a hanging store or something, but at the very least, you know, I don't have to worry about too much else for the rest of the day. I get to actually like enjoy myself. I'm not sitting here and stressing. And I also get my darts points and that no more, and the World Championship of darts starts too, so everything is coming in clutch. I am very much happy, I am chilling, it's great. So yeah, honestly. But man of the match for me has to go to Maeda, honestly. That second goal to put us ahead, that really opened up the game, honestly. Both teams really switched on for that point, so in that aspect, give it to Maeda. That, and obviously scoring the winning penalty is always nice. 67% of the ball. Perfect number to actually have when you think about it, no fucking shot. 8 yellows, aye. Although I do apologise for anyone that has been watching this entire stream and they've just like had to listen to the fucking wind they hit while at me. I need to find a way to stop it. Like if there's like a wind cover that I can get for that type of window or something, because it's a bit of a mistake. Nonetheless though, everything else worked out quite perfectly, so I ain't too fussed in the slightest. Several stats in defeat from it. Oh man, I can't wait for CJ Noble's video, because it will be like, you know, we had the fight. And more or less the Rangers TV commentator. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to get a toaster, and I'm going to front flip into the bath. Catches after, just leaves. So honestly, I feel for them. Like, I mean, if you're thinking it for the other side, right, that would be like us losing to Rangers for basically every game for a year straight. Because that's what's happened. Rangers have barely been able to put a foot on us, right, and that's going to fuck with them so heavy, because it's like, why is it no matter how good we play, if we play shite we get hammered, if we play good we still don't necessarily get a guaranteed win. Like if that was a league match, a 3-3 draw would have been like, yeah, fair enough. Like if that was a league match, I would not complain at that result. I'd be like, a point is more than fair. But like I said at the start, the very start, one of the first things I said when I booted this stream up, this is a one-off match. Both teams have to go for this, because you don't get second chances, not in cup finals. So unfortunately for Rangers, that one mistake was just it wasn't even a bad penalty, it was just slightly under hit. That was it. That's what cost Rangers the game today. And thankfully for us, Schmeichel came up with some good saves, and Butland just wasn't necessarily good at getting to his one. So when you look at it like that, you know, it could be pretty interesting. So I'm going to get ready to kind of wrap this up. But if you've got any more questions, any more things that you want to throw in, you're more than welcome to do so. I've been live for 3.5 hours, an hour longer than I'm usually. Man, that's wild. I'll get the music ready. There we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, fucking we. I don't think there is any more questions, so I can get ready to wrap this up then. Alright, let's get fucking cracking in. So, thank you for watching, thank you for coming along, thank you for joining us. If you've been here from the very start, which would have been about fucking near enough 3:15, thank you for being here the whole time. Absolutely appreciate you, fantastic for doing so. Much love, genuinely. Mother Nature thanks you too. You can tell by how loud she's fucking yelling. But as for the rest, anyone that's just popped in or just showed up, and anyone that's subscribed, anyone that's given taken their time to comment and keep the chat engaged, thank you for doing so as well. Obviously thanks to all the usual suspects. Cheers Scott as well for showing up as always, guys. Nice to, commiserations, but it's nice to have you in here, Chief. Likewise with you as well, Robert. But we go again. Not too long for now, actually, in fairness. Let me just quickly pull that up, because our next match is not too long from now. The 22nd of December, I think. Yeah, I'll quickly pull that up just so you can get a little glance. There you go. That'll be the next time that we're live on this channel. I might work on a video or something in between, just so that there's a little change up. But that's the next time that we ball it, so keep that in mind. I'm going to get ready to bail though. So, yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you for coming along. Cheers for all the support today. As always, fellas, much appreciated. Much appreciated. You're going to hang out. I'll go and get some food, and then I'll probably jump into the Discord once I've edited the shot and stuff and got that up for anyone that's interested. So keep your notifications on if you want to have like a rewatch of me losing my shit in real time. I guess that's the basics. But we know how we usually end it. Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world. I'll catch yous next time, boys. Pleasure having yous. Hope yous enjoy yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I know I will. Catch yous, boys. Oh, you'll never walk alone, boys! Woo!